Good morning. I am not prepared. I need a few minutes, y'all. Sorry, but can you just come on in and get settled? I'll be right back. I can't even. Excuse me. Sweet cat. Sweet kitty kitty. Some people don't care about that. It is disgusting out. Hold on. I'll be right back. I gotta go warm up the car. I'll be back.
Doing, man? Make some noise, man. How y'all doing? That's right. Welcome to the 2026 NAACP Trump Image Awards, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. We had to do that. Yes, he wants his name on everything. I apologize. If we didn't do that, we'll go to commercial and come back and an episode of Matlock will be on. So that had to happen. One of the biggest stories in the news right now is those files, though, right? Those files are like everywhere. Everybody talking about them or whatever. But you know, one thing I thought about
That was cute. Giddy for filling in. Sorry, folks. I'm a mess this morning. But there's a reason why. A good reason. But I'm still a mess, and that's no excuse. Come on in, everybody. I'm not going on Instagram.
Good morning. I figured we deserve to hear the prayer this morning while we were in limbo.
The morning prayer.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Look at this. Two people think alike.
Oh, wow. Look. I don't know, Giddy. Good morning, Asia. I missed the trash people again. The only good thing is that there was one full can, and I saw them running it. And as they're throwing it into the back of the sanitation truck, I hear my bottles breaking and all my cardboard boxes squishing. And I love them because they just Ignore old lady Jones and her non-recyclable ways. Old lady Jones and her non-recyclable ways. And then I realized there's 2 bags sitting actually on my porch that I meant to take down to the curb this morning. So they're still there, but it's okay. And it's raining and it's nasty. And Jay's a little behind. So I went to warm his car up for him. Or the car. Don't let Jalen hear me say his car. Yes, good morning. I'm gonna do the roll call. Jodeci, stop playing with me. You know you having my baby. It means so much. You said imaginary cigarette. It's too early. I can't. My nerves are still bad. Let me do the roll call. It's the roll call. It's the roll call. It's the roll call. It's the roll call. Y'all remember that? What's up, y'all? Who's on the phone with Ed, Lisa, and Dre? Well, my name is, and I'm so, and I'm so. But that sounds good, and that may be. But where you coming from? Tell me what's your city? I'm born and raised in the story of Queens. And how Queens get the money. They know what it means. Queens is in the house. Queens is. Do y'all remember the roll call? Oh my goodness. All right. Miss C. You win for being the first one in class today. If you are local, you get to come to Skylark Friday for free. Yes, in Edison, New Jersey. For the very first Pink Champ live broadcast. It's happy hour from 8 to 9. And then the party starts with DJ Bukim. So won't you join us? We have a flyer for it. Good morning, Miss C. Good morning to my moderators. Kim from Harlem. Kim, that's your name now. You know that's your name now. So when you introduce yourself in the street, and I think I've heard you do this, you should tell them, I'm Kim from Harlem. You know, from Jonesy in the morning. I like run shit in the chat. Like, Curvaceous, good morning. Elaine Williams, I am so excited to see you on Saturday. I told my Jack and Jill moms last night. We went to do a tasting. And I told them about you. So we are very excited to meet you. Thank you for supporting our organization. And we will see you this Saturday. I got back-to-back gigs. I got Pink Champs, the live broadcast Friday. It's after work thing. Skylark is the spot out there. If you're in Central Jersey area, that's New Brunswick, South Brunswick, North Brunswick, even the Windsors, Somerset, Central Jersey, Mercer County area. This is the spot. I came across this spot by happenstance. And it's a diner, but it's like fucking Mel's Diner. It's like the poppin'est place, right? Who would think? But it works out because you can get anything on the menu all night long. And then you got beautiful men's. I think I actually have video from last Friday. It'd be packed in there. So that goes on every Friday. So this Friday, we're going to do a live broadcast. And then Saturday, I'm hosting an event for an organization called Carla's Kids. And they're having a benefit dinner. And they invited me to be the MC. And I graciously accepted. So I'll be doing that. That's in Hoboken. And then my Jack and Jill event is, we about to glow again. That's going to be in Edgewater at a place called Life After, which is the reason for my tardiness today. So we had this tasting last night, and the dance turned into a romance. Because on Wednesday nights, they have this like amazing hip-hop R&B bingo. Like, what? Like, I'm always trying to gamble. And all right, we're at 101. The show already started. Thank you. Welcome, everybody. Make sure you stop by and like and subscribe. Please like. They got hip-hop R&B bingo at this place called Life After in Edgewater. And the DJ is everything. It's such a well-oiled system they have going on. And I'm watching the people come in. They're getting in early. They're ordering their food. They got their little bingo crew, like 6 and 7 people. It's dudes doing it. It's so dope because the DJ is playing all the joints and the artist names are on your card. So you can have an R&B card or you can have a hip hop card, but you don't know what bag he's going to be in, right? So needless to say, my cards weren't winners, but I was, because of course they dropped Sugar Hill. Hey, that's my kryptonite. Hey. And it was Pisces birthdays. So I was there all night. 3 lychees after the fact. Well, actually, in between the lychees, we did our tasting. Boy, oh boy, giddy. It's going to be a good time Saturday night. We've got Le Cool Champagne. They have special drinks, champagne drinks, that as people enter, they'll be served, right? And then we've got the drinks that are representing all of our visiting Jack and Jill chapters that are coming from all over. Wasn't that a cute idea?
Great idea. I guess I'm going to be everybody's DD since I don't drink.
Yes, absolutely. and you stay on that side of God's list. Because I'm going to need you to be my spades partner in heaven. So yeah, we went for my tasting. Shout out to my co-chair Joy and to mothers Ashley and Casey. Shout out, they might be in here. I know Carmen. Good morning, Carmen. Carmen, you will be proud of your children. It's gonna be a time. Who's in here cussing? What's going on? All right, so Curvaceous, good morning. Elaine, good morning. Sherelle, Tracy, all the way from Baltimore. And Joseph Langley. I haven't decided if I'm gonna bounce you out. Yeah, because I think he's I don't think he's friend. I don't think he's friend. I think he's foe. I think he's a mole. You know why? I'll do the roll call first and then I'll get back to that. Oh, wait. Tracy said, good morning, Joseph. We're going to get you a translator because you've been misunderstood 2 times now. What he say now? Good morning, Chop Girl. Good morning, Rib Mine. Settle down, Joseph. Settle down. I just giving my opinion like everyone else in here. Yeah, but you did a little too much yesterday. So, Jay Bella. Good morning, Tyrone Green. Yes, Throwback Thursdays. Good morning, Georgiana. 2 Girls Mom is here. Millennial is here. Good morning, people. Karma Brown. Good morning, Garcelle. Reginald. Good morning. LV Loves Life Fully. Welcome. Donnell. Good morning. Donnell, you came in late yesterday. Or maybe I didn't see you, but I saw you at the end of the show. Ulysses. Good to see you, my friend. And Zach Mackey, good morning. Hip Hop and Chill Podcast, good morning. This is Hip Hop. Welcome to the show today. Jodeci, get on up. Pretty K, 607, and Nick Music, good morning. Disco Nika, hope you had a good night. Mimi Chase, you as well. Ms. Elena is here. Jacqueline Tucker, we couldn't get started without you. Christine is here. It's raining. It's so bad out. I feel like it was a sneak attack, but it's supposed to be like 60 degrees on Saturday. So I'll wait. I wonder if Courtney's in here. Hey, Court. Good morning to you. Gandy Girl. Good morning. And Vintage. MDV. Good morning, Al Lane. Who else? Asia, my friend. And we're going to celebrate Jaden Beckley's birthday again today. Che, Jaden Beckley's birthday is on Friday. Yup. So you won't be the only 17-year-old. Why is he still here? It's okay. It's okay. Good morning, Sunshine Pixie Diva. I know you still celebrating your birthday because you had quite the party on Saturday, child. You had your girlfriends, your aunties, your mom. Her mom looks amazing, by the way. I don't even know how old she is, but if your child is in her 50s and you still moving, she had that spirit, that young spirit. Sometimes older people move a little stiff, very measured. Mom was slink-a-link-a-link. Hey, Tika, good morning. Jet Black Straight, Mo James, and Soul Cakes. Does anybody know of someone in the Teaneck, Edgewater, in the Bergen County area that can do ponytails well? PBB NYC, good morning. I don't want no problems. Eric Jenkins, good morning, my friend. If you guys can pass along a ponytail person's name. Good morning, Nicole and Rhonda Walker. Miss C, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. You guys, let's get our lunch money going. Lunch money might get you a show on Friday. Depends. Hey, Ann, good morning. All right, guys, let's get the show started. Antique and Gal. Lala from Allure, good morning. Melly Mel, Big Brown Sexy, Big Brown Eyes, and Carl Ward, good morning. All right, so I knew it was too good to be true. I knew it was a little too freaking quiet on the T.I 50 Homeland Security watch. And just as human nature, when people don't hear from the opposition after a few more attacks, they assume that the opposition has retreated. They assume that they have somehow won the glorious war. I told y'all 50 wasn't done. So I woke up this morning to a post that said, or a video of T.I. He's, I don't want to say cocky, confident with his family, getting them in the car. They asking him questions about his diss record. And he's like, what diss record? Like, you know. Then I see him doing an interview. He did an interview with Ebro and them. I'm not interested in all that. I'd rather everybody else do their interview and then we talk about the interview and break that shit down. But he's talking like a man that won. In the conversation, I'm sure you guys saw, he was talking about the only part that he disagreed with his children getting involved was that his son King should have never worn the T-shirt with 50's mom's picture on it. He said that was too far. I personally feel like after he shot his first round and let it be known you're not going to disrespect my mother, he should have stayed out of it. A child needs to stay in a child place. That's my personal opinion. But 50 emerged and said, y'all remember how quiet I was before the Diddy documentary came out? He said, go ahead, start releasing new music, and I'm going to release them 20 sexual assault charges you got on both of y'all, you and your wife. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. This is bad. This is so bad. But the victims, they will get their day in street court because the streets never got a body for that. Thoughts, opinions, let's go. Thank you, Elaine, for the lunch collection. Everybody's still coming on in. Thank you. I have to catch up. You see, I shy. You see, I have to go back in the scroll of the chat. Do a little talking, go back in the scroll. Do a little talking, go back in the scroll. Hey, run out your crib. Good morning. What up, Silk City, Melly Mel, and Kim White? JJNP, the assistant. What is JJ? Is that, I want to say, is that Jack and Jill? Is that Carmen? Yup. That's our friend, Giddy. She's trying to hide. I see that JJ. Carmen! Hide! Hey, due process. Jonesy, he didn't say anything today, twice in the last week. He been misunderstood, including whatever happened yesterday. So yesterday he was protecting the enemy. But you can do in your own time. But what you're not going to do is come in here in my safe place. That is my safe place. Them people got their place, right? They got the big backs and all that. So if you want to be supportive of that, go the fuck on. But what you're not going to do is come in here and try and disrupt my slander. And since you're so supportive, and since you're so supportive of that movement, and you know so much about why people will let go from BLS and all those things, why haven't they hired you? As you mentioned in your email, your request to be my booker or any part of the fiber of my show, I think is what you said. Didn't you send stuff in, and me and Wayne? And so maybe you should revisit that. That might actually be a better plan. That might be a good idea for you to look over there. Don't do that. I'm all for free speech, but that wound is too new. And what you did was insensitive, inappropriate, and you're not even in the loop. Like, you don't know. You're going on based on what your mentor told you. He's on the inside. You're on the outside. So he's only going to tell you a politically correct statement to keep himself clean. Good morning. Everybody, eat them up 2 times. Oh, you're a Court too? Oh, all right. So I'm going to say, hey, Court. Hey, Court. I like the military shirt. What is the vibe today? It's raining and it's cold. Hi, Tamiko. All right, y'all, come on in. We got the most active chat of anybody's stream. Right. T.I and Tiny won $18 million from Brat Stalls, so they have money for lawyers to slow 50 Cent down. I don't know that they won that. I think the judge, there was an appeal, and the judge upheld the appeal. So I don't think they ever got the payout. I hope they do, but that 18 million, please. 50 is very, very protected, I think, and covered by the white boys. So at the end of the day, the white boys going to talk to the other white boys, and ain't nothing going to happen. 50 going to continue. Hi, Monique. Yes, the bright side, Nikki baby, is the rain will help rid us of the snow. Giddy, what's going on up around your parts?
Well, I said this morning when I was taking Aiden to the bus that the rain is getting rid of the snow. It's hoping to go away. Okay. I can finally see my lawn.
Yeah.
It's brown, but I can see it.
And then, well, it'll be green when but at least it's going away, and it's supposed to be warm. So
yes.
70 in some areas.
Yes, I'm hearing it's going to be very nice this week and the next week. And then it's going to take a quick dive on us after that. But
oh my God, don't say that. Please don't let that be. The judge reduced it from 70 million to 18 million and limited the punitives. I don't like that. Like, just go sit down. Go sit down. Why? Why are they always protecting the businesses? They shouldn't have stolen. They should not have violated. What's right is right, and what's wrong is wrong. Thank you, Carmen. She says she loves us, Giddy. What's right is right, what's wrong is wrong. I feel like corporations should not get protections. They shouldn't get the same rights as a regular person because they're supposed to know better. They have staffs hired to keep them in line, and yet they still choose to violate, knowing that the courts are going to side with them to some degree. I don't like that. I don't like it. I don't know. I don't care, but I don't like it. Okay, so that was the 50 T. He says, stand by, I'm coming, and we're going to talk about them 20 sexual assault charges. Thank you, Ty Nero. Appreciate you. Giddy, I think this morning, we have a guest. We have a guest. She's a gospel singer. I've never heard of her.
What's her name?
But she started following me at like 5 a.m. today. Appreciate you doing your research. Paying attention to what you're about to walk into, sis. That's respect, right?
Yep.
That's professionalism. Let me go and see what kind of platform this is so I can adjust accordingly or back out. Her name is, hold on. Asia. Good morning, Marco. That's my family. Carmen, Marco Dixon is Cheryl's brother. Cheryl is my hairdresser friend from Freehold, New Jersey, who's going to be decorating. She has her own, an Allen Affair decorating company. She's decorating our white party on Saturday. Asia, my email came back from Latish. So do you have a correct email address on him? So I need him to run that money back for services not rendered. Truth be told, good morning. Why, you're up quite early today. Her name is Tanya Nolan. Do you know who that is? Tanya Nolan. She's got, so I don't know. I think she's just dabbling in gospel music from what I saw when I was searching her this morning. She does.
I've never heard of her, but I'm sure it'll be interesting.
R&B.
You ready for another giddy fact? You ready for another giddy fact? Sure. I told you that people might think that I'd be telling fable tales, but I'm really not. This is truly my life. So for a period of time in my life, you know Brooklyn Tabernacle, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I went to the Sister Church Manhattan Grace Tabernacle. So we were going on a prison trip one day, and I met Pam Petway. I'm like, you look familiar. You know who Pam Petway is? She's a gospel singer. Miss Melody's sister. What was her name? Oh, Miss Melody's sister.
Miss Melody's sister, her name is Harmony.
Harmony, right. Harmony is Pam Petway. She was in the
Miss New York pageant with me.
That's Pam Petway. She was a gospel singer. She turned into a gospel singer.
Wow.
Yeah. I had put out actually 3 Christian rap CDs with a group out of my organization.
Spit some bars for the Lord.
I don't spit bars. I do music.
And he leaves and he bounces away like kazoo. He exits himself. Come back up here.
Yes.
I'm sure you have some samples of y'all stuff. Please bring them forth.
Oh, I would have to go to the other side.
Is this something we could Google?
If you Google refuge, you can.
Y'all, somebody find it. Excuse me.
Let me see what I find.
Rhonda, thank you. Ooh, who's that 50 trying to get shot again? Oh my gosh. Hopefully not. You know what? This is what I don't like. To me, 50 Cent represents what we all wish the Democrats would be. But he's alone on an island, and everybody in the industry knows that 95% of the shit he's saying, we're all saying, or we've all thought. But because all the industry is on the take and everybody faking friends so they can get a leg up and get a feature and get an interview, nobody will say anything. It's the same, like, I don't know what the fuck that is. It's the same thing that we're witnessing with our government. And everybody, we sit back, we're fully entertained. Some of us feel completed after a 50 posting, right? We feel complete, like, yes, put it out there. Yes, expose and entertain, expose. And you know we haven't had this level of exposing and entertaining since Wendy could remember things, right? So why are y'all so opposed to the get down? I don't understand. I don't understand. And sometimes niggas got to get hurt. That's the way of the world. That's the way of the world. Is Rompy still on vacation or is he safely back? I don't know. He didn't respond to me yesterday. They're all paid to be captured. Ooh. Hi, Nandy. He's not afraid to say what we all would like to say. Right. This is why people gravitate to the people like, well, I'm gravitating to him because for so long I felt it was just me, Wendy, sometimes Star back in the day, but all that ass kissing and, oh, everything's good. Everything's nice and bubbly and sweet. Okay, then we don't need no more. And I'm not saying you gotta be nasty. I'm just saying be authentic. But, you know, everybody's not built. Thank God they're not, because then there wouldn't be room for me at the top. Hey. All right. What else do we have on the list of clips? What else was going on yesterday?
We got a lot. We're going to start going through it. We got a lot.
Going through it. Let's just start going through it. And Ja Rule was very mature last week when TMZ came up to him and asked him about 50 and why did you basically ask him why did he concede? And he said, you have misunderstood. Me and Fifth will never be friends. Like, we will always be enemies, but we don't have to be at war. I don't fuck with him. He don't fuck with me, but we don't got to always be at war. And I applauded him and was like, yeah, you don't always have to be fighting and scrapping and going after each other. And it's understood. Everything ain't for everybody. All right, what's this we about to get into?
This is these kids that were doing the march.
Oh, so it comes to be that Jasmine Crockett probably didn't win because it was very close. Probably didn't win because they were tampering with the voting polls, right? And redirecting people the day of the vote. That's tampering. Down in North Carolina, they shut down the college campus voting poll. And this is what the kids had to say.
This is what democracy looks like. 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 This is what democracy looks like.
You kids.
Vote won't be seized. No justice, no peace. Our vote won't be seized. No justice, no peace. Our vote won't be.
They walked 30 minutes to a polling place. That is our ancestors' wildest dream. Because, yeah, I don't even have to finish the sentence. Y'all already know. This is why I say all the young generation are not YNs. Many of them are very focused. Our making them soft has actually sharpened their tools, right? They were able to be soft and focus and pay attention to the real enemy and what's really going on. So that was that A&T, North Carolina A&T? I think that was North Carolina A&T. So if you got college kids, nieces, nephews, neighbors' kids, remind them that history is repeating itself and we need them. We need them. Shit is too close. The demons are like, they're out and they're not trying to go back in. So we got to really fight. My son told me yesterday, asked me, what would I think about him going to a military college? What? I said, I'll shoot you down first myself. And then he said, I feel it's my God put me on this earth to serve. Then go get me some chicken. That's what I said. Diddy said it. I said, and I have to admire that, right? You got to admire that, but that ain't what you come from. We ain't fighting the white man's war. I don't give a fuck. He said, well, my friends are concerned with the draft, and we will draft our ass overseas somewhere and hide in a bunker. But we ain't fighting or participating in the white man's war on no level. I'm sorry, Zach Mackey. Right, Che? Didn't I say I'll shoot you down first if you think you're going to fight the white man's war? He's sucking his teeth and grumbling. That ain't for us. That ain't for us. We don't get enough respect in this country to fight for it. Let them fight. They fighting for the right to still call us nigger and not get their lights blacked out. Love you. You got the keys?
You gotta understand, bro.
Understand. The enemy can keep one enemy in. I need you and your brother to stay safe. They've been enemying. We don't fight the white man war. That ain't what we're doing. They created this with their greed. We don't benefit from it at all. We get the drippings, maybe. And my taxpaying dollars going to Christy Nome firing. It's too much. She fired a pilot. Her little boyfriend fired a pilot because she forgot her blanket at the last stop. So you're going to fire the pilot and then had to hire him back in the next 30 seconds because they ain't have nobody else to fly the plane to the next stop. And this who you want to fight for? I wish a nigga would. And somebody said, Al Lane said, before you volunteer. I started the car already. I warmed it up already. Before you volunteer, look at how they treat veterans in this country. Homeless. And your ancestors already contributed enough, building a country for free, building these institutions, these private prep schools that they don't even want us in. And they fought in every war, so you don't have to. This war is only about oil, money, and land. So actually, you fighting in it is supporting the greed. I love you. Let me give you a hug. Drive carefully. The military academy creates leaders. And if you don't have black men at the Pentagon, it is wrong. Sorry, I hope to have some veterans have this talk. We stop wars. Yeah, but you know what? They're not being, this regime is so disrespectful. First of all, black men in anything they do, productive, excellence, y'all think on another level when you're using your powers for good. You see beyond paintings on, like, you see on the, how do I describe how brilliant, how unique the black man's brain is? Your ingenuity, your ability to math and to, no one's fucking with the black man. Nobody on this entire earth is fucking with the black man when he's using his powers for good. That's it. I will always bet on black man, always, when he's using his powers for good. So you ain't got to convince me, but I recognize a shift. And the shift is they're so mad that they can't be y'all. And they're so mad that no matter how hard they study, no matter how hard they train, no matter how hard they get tutored, they will never measure up, that they got to shift shit and make it impossible for you to win. So why would we waste time and effort and put our lives on the line or encourage our kids to do that when all they're going to do is get shitted on? It don't make sense to me. That don't make sense to me. Look at this. Look at this. Emily said her dad was drafted into the Vietnam War and he had to fight 40 years just to get his VA benefits. They don't give a fuck. No. Fight your own fucking war. Send your 8th grade educated, meth smoking, toothless. That's what the hell y'all should do. That's what y'all should be doing. I don't know why I just gave the hugest compliment of black men and Gideon. Y'all brains and your brains, your bravery, your style, that shit is just unmatched. So I don't care. I don't care. Who don't like what the fuck I just said? Leave and get on. Yeah, they will spend their last dollar to keep us distracted and held back and divided. And when a black man shows up, once again, and uses his natural God-given gifts and uses his powers for good, unmatched. And they're mad because they can't understand why. If they really have to look at themselves and say, wow, they invented the traffic light, the ironing board, the super soaker, and we enslaved them. What have we invented? They can't admit that they were wrong. They can't admit, because then you have to look to the bottom of why they innately always want to capture what they can't control. And then they want to fuck with your mind and make you think that they're freaking in a simple comparison, that their 5-star restaurants or their opinion of whether or not your restaurant deserves a Michelin star. Who the fuck are you? My great had to teach your bitch how to cook. Did you not see the movie The Help? Y'all ain't never been good at cooking. And yet you control a Michelin star?
I just think we...
Go ahead. Go ahead, Giddy.
We should have our own thing and stop going to these things. Start getting validation for these motherfuckers. It's the same thing with the food industry. They don't want to give a Michelin star to Tatiana, which has been killing it in New York City. It's because it's a Nigerian owned. They don't want to give a Michelin star for them. You know, Why are white people telling us about how good food tastes when your food is bland as? Why aren't the food experts black? Our taste buds, you know, if black people like something is good, it's really good. If a white person says something's good, I don't trust it. What the? This is ridiculous. I just and anybody white that is really twisting the I'm saying, then don't f off. Don't listen to what I'm saying. This is a humanity thing. This is an exhaustion thing. This is something where we're tired. Isn't this race thing is so tiring? So tiring, man. It's the same shit every year. We got to make speeches. We count. We want a seat at the table. The table. We got enough wood to build our own table. This is what I'm saying. And I really feel like we don't have enough value in ourselves. We think we can't do it. And I know we can do it. We got all these great minds. We got billionaires. We got millionaires. We got enough black people. We got we have the African continent. We got Caribbeans and all the sellout black women and men. Them. We have enough people that love themselves where we can pull our shit together and stop going to these award shows that disrespect us. Stop being side-eyed when you're sitting around. Maybe they making stupid ass jokes on the side. You know, enough of that. I just think it's nice when we are all together. You see how comfortable we are. We're worth everything. We are sellable in the box office. Where we sell, look at from Black Panther to Sinners to all kinds of shit. Wesley Snipes saved Marvel. Wesley Snipes did. Blade saved Marvel. Period. We're marketable. And I think that our disunity is what they're counting on. They want us to just pass up, call them and move the on. They want that move the on. Enough of that. No, we need to really analyze this and really have value for ourselves, man. We really do. Once I got to the NAACP Awards, I said, man, this is amazing, dog. No judgment, no nothing. You understand? We got to start to value ourselves to where we know that our award shows are valuable. Yeah. The Oscars, the Golden Globes, and they keep snubbing us left and right. I'm saying them. If they don't want to change, let's not our presence don't need to be there, because half these races need our presence to exist anyway, because we're the ones that created these motherfuckers, man. I'm saying this. Yes, I'm saying it. Why can't we make up a new award show? It's all made up. The Oscars. What about the Poitier Awards? Sidney Poitier, the Poitier Awards. What about the James Earl Jones Awards? What about the Cicely Tysons, the Tyson Award? Make our own. We got the ability to do it. I'm just suggesting now. I'm just throwing that out there, because motherfucker, I don't know about y'all, I'm fucking tired of this same old bullshit for real, yo. That was Tourette's, guys. Sorry about that. Guys, I was watching some highlights from the NAACP Awards. I'm going to give a shout out to Deion Cole for the funny ass jokes, the Tourette's joke, dope and the Nicki Minaj, the whole prayer thing, that was hilarious. Shout out to Deion Cole for a good job. Yo, I just think, just from Michael B. Jordan's amazing speech, for the standing ovation they gave to Delroy Lindo, the speech that Regina Hall gave. I mean, even Angela Bassett's speech, and even Viola Davis's speech. It's just, it's that time. I just felt these speeches meant so much. It was different. I was listening to them differently this time. After this BAFTA situation, I think it's time to stop going to these things, man. Listen, I don't know. I just presented at the NAACP Creators Award. Thank you for that, NAACP, for having me in there. I really appreciate that. My friend Abba, who's part of the NAACP, got me in, and I was able to present with Soraya. That was fantastic. She's amazing. And when I was there, it's like, I see Coleman Domingo, I see Jeffrey Wright, I see like all these wonderful people, man. And I go, why can't we just stick with our own stuff, man? It was so fun. We let loose, and all these beautiful Black people, and it's like you feel at home, man. When I go to Jamaica, when I in Nigeria, and I'll go to all these Black, it's like you're like, why am I so happy? It's the same thing, man. It's like we're forming our own Africas. All these award shows, these Black award shows, are you know what? These awards count. I used to think when I was younger, NAACP.
Listen, we need more voices. If we don't all speak up now, like how all the demons are coming out now and feeling emboldened because of the demon bitch ass nigga Trump, he's emboldened them, and they're all rallying around because they know if they don't get us, suppress us, and get us in our place now, they'll never have a shot at doing it again. If we don't push back with the same effort and force, with all of our gifts united, they might do it. They might do it. I saw a video yesterday of a Puerto Rican woman, a Latino woman rather, going, oh, Crockett didn't win. Oh, then think about what you said about picking cotton. I said, too bad you can't buy brains. So here go the Latinos again. Here go the Latinos again. So you'll vote for a gay white man. Not that the gayness has anything to do with it, I don't suppose. But you'll vote for a white man before you'll vote for a black woman that is like out there, fighting the fight. Smart, lawyer, like articulate, right? Honest, I believe. So you didn't vote for him, you voted against her. You stupid Latino bitches. The next, don't call us. Don't call us. No, don't call us. And I don't want your fucking fruit. Get out of my car. Get out in front of my fucking car, bitch. Yeah, all that what Godfrey said. They don't like to see us happy. They don't like to see us, period. Because we are a threat and a reminder of everything that they will never be. You can't buy culture. You can't buy what we offer. You can't buy. We would just recognize that. If we would wake up and recognize it and get out of our fucking heads. Right? Oh, the greatness. This is why they're so mad. They got everything the fuck that they want. Everything they wanted and still mad. You got dummies in the White House. You got gnomes stealing money. Millions setting up shell companies 8 days before she gets sworn in. And yet still nobody, like, aside from heavy questioning, nobody's doing nothing. I'm tired of waiting to be saved. And as much as everybody needs their check, sometimes the check is the power that they use to keep you in your place. And if you work for a gatekeeper, he is nothing but the overseer for all the black people in that company that may or may not have voices, right? That's all he is. And we're always enslaved to, man, I don't want to fuck up my job. I don't want to fuck up my job. But then doesn't that make us just as guilty and less the right to complain? I know it's a fine line because shit is real out here. Everybody needs their checks. Everybody needs to be able to earn a living. But shit is so thick and so crucial right now. I can't just sit by. I can't just sit by. I don't even know what I'm built for because I talk heavy, but I don't know if shit went down today, if I would really be built. But I know I'm smart. I know I study my history. I know when history is repeating itself in front of my face. And I know what I do know. And I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. I agree we need our own awards. You tell me. No. I agree we need our own awards. I'm just afraid of the wrong person creating it. Because then it becomes some buffoon shit that the black billionaires and millionaires don't want to be bothered with. And then we're all dumbing ourselves down because it's the only show we have. So maybe we need multiple. As a matter of fact, I think I can come up with a list of the top 5 award shows that we need in a minute. What's going on in my chat? What's going on? Vintage, what's going on? You think Jasmine would have won if she was a Barb? Oh my God. Why you get her started up? Please do not. I just don't think that, I'm not getting into that shit with y'all today. We talking real. Thank you, Tommy Jones. We talking real facts up here. I'm not getting into, and I'm not trying to put you down, Vintage, but at some point, like the loyalty to someone that you don't know like that, I don't know. Especially when she's working against what I just ranted about. She's working against. Like, I don't know. How do you trust that? How do you fucking trust a person?
How did you feel about Dion?
How do you trust someone like that? I can't trust someone that's working for so much for themselves that they're going against the greater good of our people that we all look like each other. I don't understand how you reconcile that. Right. Alan, yeah. The Latinos are doing it again. Ain't even out of the holding tents and shit and still doing it. And fuck the Grammys, fuck them all. Like, when you think about it, right? The beginning of music, it was all stolen. You stole it from us, from your slaves. You stole it from us, and then you repackage it with white faces on it. And then you think that you get to be the judge and jury of our talent, of how our songs performed. And think about it. That's ass backwards. That's fucking crazy. Like, why do we fuck them? Make them prove themselves. We're not coming over to y'all trying to remake y'all little corny ass bullshit ass songs. We ain't doing none of that. The worst part of raising my kids, let me move this out the way. This comment, because it's pretty big, is moving my kids out to the suburbs was times like this at the kids' birthday parties. And they all lined up to do the whip, nay, and the this. Like, I can't even keep the fucking, I can keep the rhythm because I'm going to find the rhythm. We all going to find the rhythm. But this is some offbeat shit that was made up by some offbeat white boys, probably. And then my kids are trying to do it. And like, why can't we get it? Because it's off the beat. It's off the beat. That's why you can't get it. You got to do a 1.5. They're always 1/2 beat behind or ahead. That's why you can't naturally do that shit. And please stop trying. Imagine me ever trying to purposely do some offbeat shit. But if the majority of the fucking kids is doing it, my kids want to be right along because they're kids. No one doesn't want to not know how to do the offbeat fucking dance. But I'm here to tell you that shit is whack as hell. They're doing that because they can't do this. And all the other shit that we do, I can't, but y'all can. You know what I'm saying? That's why they make that shit up. It's all mental. That's not mental. They do the best they can. White people do the best they can to express themselves to music. Let's give it up to white people who do the best they can to do the best they can to music. Unfortunately, it's not good enough. This is part of the reason why they're mad. They see we are what they always wanted to be. You think she's not mad at you when she have to keep on going under those umbrellas next to the motherfucking pool? Bitch, you outside, you on this island to vacation because you're supposed to be out in the sun. But you can't because you start melting and burning away, which, by the way, is some curse. God knew. But I digress. You think she's not looking at you in that water with your braids and your skin glistening and you listening to your music and you got your beats on and you ain't bothered or touched or nothing by the heat or the sun rays. Here she is lathered up, all that white shit, all that thick, pasty shit on her body, just trying to step. Bitch, if you don't get the fuck on out of don't stop motherfucking playing with me this morning. Please. Please. We need another Source Awards. We didn't go that far. I'm still traumatized. The one award show I get invited to host, and I wind up having to give Suge Knight his award that started the motherfucking race, the East Coast, West Coast war. I don't know about that. Well, unfortunately, listen, Tallarico is all they got now. So yeah, this part. See that comment? Rave C. We don't believe in ourselves enough to have our own awards. I don't know if it's that we don't believe. I think it's that I think part of it is that we're all people of color we're so fucked up. And I think that shit becomes genetic. Like if you come from a fucked up, if your mother and father were traumatized, right? Or your grandparents were traumatized, and they were. Anybody being captured and forced to be a human slave was traumatized. And then they got together and made your great grandparents. That shit is genetic. Now it's in the DNA. That's in my opinion. Tracy? Tynero? Tell me if I'm wrong. I don't know. But I think that mental illness, I think that it can be passed down throughout DNA. And I think for so long we didn't have the answers because they kept us from therapy. They kept, once again, every time we turn around, we being traumatized and kept from getting the help. Or traumatized and told we don't need the help. Or traumatized and the doctor's telling you you're not. Because they think that we are statues. Nothing hurts us. We can't feel pain. But they can imagine how we're still standing now. So yeah, those black people, they're inhuman. They're an anomaly. Pain doesn't bother them. They used to look, all the things our ancestors had to endure, right? Is what I'm saying. And then they get together, this trauma and your trauma, his trauma and your trauma, your grandparents' trauma. And then it comes down. And so we're so used to always fighting and defending and pushing and gotta push through and singing a song to get us through. And and then from that becomes great music, real music. You know why it's real? Because that shit is built on pain. Oh, my stomach just said, It's fucking built on pain. Yes, you got to watch who you have your kids by and with, and thank you. So it is. The trauma can be, yeah. Oh, I didn't go to Instagram to remind people to come over. I jumped in. I was late, actually, and just jumped in but yeah. I done lost my thought, y'all. I lost my thought just like that.
While you're doing that, let's take a listen to these two clips that we can get out the way, all right?
Yes.
On Cole's posting at the NCAA.
I think Deanna is brilliant, and I thought the NAACP awards were amazing. Next question.
Right. How did you feel about his prayer bit? You know, like,
I think it was fine. I think he's a comedian, and we're going to let comedians do what comedians do. And I don't think anybody that got a hit didn't deserve it. And it was playfully done. What's the problem?
Yeah. I mean, so he's been getting some death threats from the Barbs.
Because that's what they do. And sadly, I wish the Barbs, and most of them are bots, I think we found out. I don't know how a bot is going to do a death threat, but good luck to that, I guess.
I mean, so a lot of people are talking about Nicki Minaj in the news. And I know, like, you chimed in talking about how, you know, her staff at the time, like at her house, I
don't know who did it. I was not there. I shared what my friend shared. My friend is not a liar. So if my friend said it happened, it happened. They can do with information what they want, but that's what happened to my friend. I don't know who did it. I know it was at her house.
Yeah.
And let me say this too, because I think sometimes people use God a lot to threaten people. I fear God only. Yeah. And if I leave this earth because I said something about Nicki Minaj, that's sad for the people that would do that for Nicki Minaj. But I'm not afraid of those people. Bring what you got.
Yeah.
I serve the Lord. I speak the truth. And if you're not kind to people, I will speak about it. If you hate me because I talk about people that are unkind, then what does that say about you?
Yeah. You know, there's a debate. Some people are thinking maybe we should just respect her political beliefs.
I think what we should actually do, let's switch this. You see this pen?
Yes.
This is what matters in the world. What a rapper who supports a pedophile says does not matter to me. This matters to me.
Right.
Voting rights matters to me. The fact that Black people are villainized, the fact that DEI is villainized, those things matter. What that woman thinks and why she supports a pedophile in office does not matter. Let's get ICE out. Let's make sure that people can vote, and let's get this country back to being a kind, wonderful place for all. The rest is vapor and noise. It does not matter. This matters. What that woman thinks of me and what that woman says does not matter. This, people, kindness, decency, diversity, equity, and inclusion, that is what matters. Make sure you're registered, make sure you vote, and let's get kind people in office so they can make things better for all of us. That's what matters. And why are we at war? Why are we at war? I'm done.
That's right. That's right. That's all truth right there. That's it. Who is that? I don't even know who that was.
I really don't even know what to say. I just got out of a taxi, and they were stopped by ICE. My taxi was stopped by ICE. And the poor guy said this is the third time he's been stopped. And I played like I was asleep the whole time. And if I had to wake the fuck up, I would have done it. My country did be sweet land of liberty.
All right. Yeah. I don't need her tears because I'm already feeling. The last one had me riled up, and here she come. My taxi was stopped by ICE. Yeah, because he's probably Latino. But they keep voting for their oppressors, so I can't help them. I don't have energy to help them. They're a lost cause. Let them keep on trying to align with the whiteness. There's too much olive in your melanin, in your skin. You ain't never gonna align with that. And why would you want to? Why would you want to? They don't have what you have. They have our minds. They try to take our minds and get our minds in a pattern of thinking that we are lack. That's what they do. That we are lack and that we need what they have. And what they have is the shit we gave them. From building these countries, building these institutions for free, building these schools, these colleges, imagine first of all, the genius to be able to architect it. We don't get credit for that, right? And then to do all that labor for free, right? And then you don't want to acknowledge it, right? And then our kids have to fight like hell to even be accepted into these establishments, these institutions that our ancestors built, like literally built. And the fact that the only reason your mother, grandmother, whatever, knows how to fry chicken or bake it or grill it or turkey or whatever is because my people, right? The only reason you maybe dance a little or could dribble or whatever is because our people, right? Because y'all ain't good at none of that, really. A few of you here and there, but majority, and I'm just going to put it out there, the majority of y'all can't jump. Sorry. It's got to be so damning to their souls to know that you did everything in your power to destroy us genetically, spiritually, psychologically, and still you can't stop. That's where their hate comes from. You can't stop it. Can't stop us. You cannot. And we do it to ourselves. Yeah, brainwashing. Thank you, Kim. She said, is she really crying over ICE and these Latinos voted against our interests? Well, how about I played like I was asleep the whole while? That said it for me. That's why I was like, oh, now you're crying, but you played sleep. Why you didn't wake up and say something? Girl, bye. What they call the crisis actors? Get out of here. Jonesy X. Ah, you're so funny. Oh my God, you're so funny. So yeah, I'm glad that the NAACP awards have leveled up. It wasn't always leveled. I'm glad. It's like they're finally taking themselves seriously, right? Because years ago, it wasn't just because, oh, nobody cares, because no, it was because it was messy. It wasn't well put together. It was thrown together years ago. And maybe it had to grow. I don't know. But look, they're here. So let me applaud the NAACP awards. Keep it going. And let the YNs create something for the YNs and their excellence, right? I feel like there's excellence in it all. Black stuff, that is. Was that Rolanda Watts crying? Probably. Her and Al B. Sure need to reunite. But you know what? White folks are jealous of each other too. I'm reading this comment, majority of our people are too jealous, envious, and hateful, waiting to take our spot. Oppressor blood runs through them, so be careful, fam. White people are jealous of each other too. I did, Giddy. I sent the link. White people are jealous of each other too. They like to make us think, oh, look at the black on black crime. Really? Really? But because white people control the message centers, the newsrooms, and all that, we don't hear about all that white boy on white boy shit. We're seeing it now. I'm seeing Latino ICE agents snatch out Latinos. I want to see more of it. I don't want more of it to happen. I just want what's happening to see more of it. Because then they'll start to see, oh, wow. Yeah, it is us on us. Yeah, wow, yeah. Give it the same energy that you do when you're displaying the black on black is 9 black on black news stories to 1. But we can't get 9 missing black kid reports. Can't get that. But we still looking for this Guthrie bitch. Make that make sense. I said the first time, they wasn't serious about the mama coming back. $2,500. That wasn't serious. That wasn't serious. And they know who, I believe, they know who to do with that shit. I said before, they probably was like, oh, that's cousin Andy. He probably just made good in his threat. The ancestors just knock some shit around in here telling me either shut up or good work. I don't know. All right, we had some other stuff. I don't know what just got into me. Maybe when our guest Tanya Nolan gets here, she's got a gospel song she's promoting. Maybe she can turn the energy around. But we got 206 people in here thus far. Thank you for being here. Can you please like? That would go along. The reading that Jasmine Crockett gave to Christy Nome. Love to see it.
I have what?
A law degree.
No, I do not have a law
Okay,
degree.
and you do understand, because I can go through a bunch of court cases and orders that I disagree with from the Supreme Court, that ultimately, that is the order of the court. That is what you follow, and if you have an issue, you appeal it up, correct?
That is correct.
Okay. Are you aware that the law makes it clear that members of Congress are allowed to enter any detention facility at any point in time in which they choose to?
Yes, I'm aware of the visitation and oversight responsibility of individuals.
Let me be clear. At any time, correct?
Yes, I understand there's litigation in this area.
No,
too,
that's not my question. I'm not asking you about litigation. I'm asking you what the law is, because let me put it to you this
There's
way.
an appropriations rider that talks about
Correct,
oversight.
and appropriations are law, because you are asking us to appropriate dollars right now for DHS, correct?
Correct.
And if we do that, you would take that as law, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so
Chose to
can you tell me whether or not you have a law degree?
If I have what?
A law degree.
No, I do not have a law
Okay,
degree.
and you do understand, because I can go through a bunch of court cases and orders that I disagree with from the Supreme Court, that ultimately, that is the order of the court. That is what you follow, and if you have an issue, you appeal it up, correct?
That is correct.
Okay. Are you aware that the law makes it clear that members of Congress are allowed to enter any detention facility at any point in time in which they choose to?
Yes, I'm aware of the visitation and oversight responsibility of individuals.
Let me be clear. At any time, correct?
Yes, I understand there's litigation in this area.
No,
too,
that's
so
not
we
my
are
question. I'm not asking you about litigation. I'm asking you what the law is, because let me put it to you this
There's
way.
an appropriations rider that talks about
Correct.
oversight.
And appropriations are law because you are asking us to
Correct.
appropriate dollars right now for DHS, correct?
Correct.
And if we do that, you would take that as law, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So that is what the law states. Yet somehow we ended up giving a 7-day notice to the Dilley detention facility because I had actually already gone to El Paso before. And when I went to that facility and I asked them why it was that they were requiring me to do something that specifically my branch of government had dictated was not required, they said it was because of you. They said you were the one that said that they were not allowed to allow us entry unless we gave a 7 days heads up. Is that true?
The law specifically states oversight and visitations, and we are working to
My question
facilitate
is,
those, and we're at that time working
did you
to-
give the instruction that members must give a 7 days heads up or not?
We had a policy in place that allowed us to give.
Did you?
staff
Were you the
to
one that ordered that
facilitate.
policy?
I have a responsibility for ensuring everybody in the
Okay.
facility is going to be safe.
Let
And
me tell you, they're not safe. This is why we need to conduct oversight because your people continue. In fact, you have lost more lives in detention than anybody else. That is your record right now. So I don't expect that y'all are going to be the ones that are going to be best to keep them safe. This is why we are supposed to conduct oversight and not wait for you to give permission. In fact, after I left the Dilley facility, we were informed of a measles outbreak that was taking place in that facility. And another question I have, are you the one that ordered it to be reopened because that facility was closed under Joe Biden?
those facilities were opened with the new administration. I'd have to.
Okay,
look and
you're
see
part
if
of the
that
new
was-
administration. Were you the one that ordered it to be open is my question.
I would have to see when it was opened because I wasn't sworn in until 5 days after.
Okay, well,
the
it was
announced.
reopened in
So I
March.
would have to look at
It was reopened in March of last year.
Well, then I'm sure that contract would have been renewed while I was secretary.
Speaking of contracts, let me continue on this line of y'all breaking the law. Are you familiar with a child by the name of Liam Ramos?
I am.
All right, so Liam was at this Dilley facility, and it just so happened that we had put in our 7 days notice, and y'all had grabbed him 6 days prior to our visit. So we were able to go and visit Liam. Are you aware of the court order that came down that released Liam from custody?
I am.
And are you aware that the judge said the case has its genesis in an ill-conceived and incompetently implemented government pursuit of daily deportation quotas, apparently even if it requires traumatizing children? This court and others regularly send undocumented people to prison and orders them deported, but do so by proper legal procedures. Are you aware of that?
Yes, and I would disagree with the judge on
I'm
several
sure you
points
would,
in
but can
there.
you tell me whether or not you have a law degree?
Father chose to.
Can you tell me whether or not you have a law
with him.
degree?
If I have what?
A law degree.
No, I do not have a
Okay,
law degree.
and you
Chose to.
can you tell me?
See, they can't take it, can't keep up. But this is the bitch they choose to have all of the power. A dumbass bitch. And it's most of y'all. You are the DEI of it all. Let's just be honest. And everyone knew that. Over 600,000 of my sisters are out of work for that. Get it all and still fuck it up. They get everything they want at the right time, at the same time, and still can't parlay that shit. That's just dumb. Like I said, just dumb. They're the dumb ones. And whoever feel away, the fuck about what I said, feel the way. I don't care. I don't care. I'm at the breaking point. I'm tired. And turning the other way. Because, I need my little black check. I need my little black job. Fuck that. You're going to find something else to fuck me over with. Right? Right? I'll probably die of some sickness that comes from keeping the truth in and not speaking the truth out to save somebody fucking else because I'm thinking, I need my little black little fucking check. It's too much. It's too much. In June, I'm going to share with you a lot of truths, a lot of things that have happened that I experienced in the last 3.5 years. When did I get back to radio? 3.5 years. I'm going to, in June, I'm going to expose it all. Because it starts with me. And when I say me, I don't mean just me. The me in all of us that see shit that should be called out, and not just when it's in an Epstein file, but because we're so comfortable and we're so trained to put your head down, mind your business, make sure that you and yours are taken care of, that we don't talk on the shit that we see that's hurting our neighbors and our family. Because we're so comfortable. We don't want the discomfort. And I don't know how closer to the edge we have to come before we say the way we've been doing. I mean, it provides comfort. We're not thriving, but it provides. They're going to nudge you out of your fucking comfort. They're coming for us. Now, can somebody remind me in June what I said today? Because I'll be to forgot that shit. And I'll be to forgot that I wrote it down on my yellow pad here. And I'll be to forgot. Because it'll be 13 other thousand things. And the bitch is getting old. Yeah. Somebody just remind me of that. All right, moving on. How about those Knicks? No. What's next up, Giddy? And yes, the BET Awards, I don't know. I feel like the BET Awards can stay because the kids obviously like that. Let them have their shit so that we can have ours. And we don't have to worry about creating a category for their shit that we don't understand. Or all that T.I shit. Let them go on over there. Matter of fact, all of Atlanta. Matter of fact, the whole Bible Belt. Let them have their Bible Belt Awards. Maybe I need to produce that. Produce it, gift it to them, and come on back up here. And then we have the honorable, the noble, the bougie. I wish we could have the Jack and Jill Awards. And it would be supported by Jack and Jill of America, right? But we would lean into the communities. The communities would have to vote for the excellence of whatever the categories are, right? Because that's the only way it's really real, is when your peers that have to absolve and intake the services, the music, the shows, the acting, the people that actually are watching and utilizing your services, the vote from them is what should really matter, right? Because think about it. The only reason why these Hollywood managers and stuff want their artists, their actors, their clients to win these awards is because then you use that as leverage for your next negotiation. So if the person in our award system is already in our community, right, and they're providing the service and they get awarded, then you would expect they can show the world, their community, that they got this award, and then they would be able to level up with it. It's the same system, I think. I think that's the same mechanism. Good morning. Yes, the collective. Thank you. Not the uncontrollable cookout. Yeah, you saw me about to melt down a minute ago, right? Charlie. Yeah, the Hoodie Awards. I just didn't like the name. The name made it too laughable. The name made money not want to be a part of. And say what you want. We need our Black money people to spread it around if ever we get some award show shit going. They got to pour in. And we're probably going to have to give them a little bit of say. But that's what has to happen. Low-key, many entertainers are Jack and Jill. Are they? So this is not just a wild concept that if I actually put my mind to it, I probably could get some shit going. Jack and Jill Awards is a strong brand. Or the such and such awards presented by Jack and Jill of America. So look, there's my idea. I put it out there, right? You know, I don't often follow up. I get distracted. Like with what I'm wearing Saturday and Friday. And put my flyers up. Friday, yup, bam. I'm doing a live broadcast for Pink Champs, y'all. It's going to be at the Skylark in Edison, New Jersey. If you've never been there, I need you to ever be there. And then Saturday, we continue on. This is Jack and Jill Excellence. Glow. Again, because this is our second annual one, biannual one. Monifa is performing, and Allure was going to perform, but had death in the family. Prayers to Aaliyah and her family. The dad died. The dad or the granddad. I think granddad was like the dad. Anyway, they won't perform, so I will be filling in, right? And we will be glowing. In the glow of love, and DJ Ted Smooth. Sunny Skies, you need a Jack and Jill connection in Georgia. Have you gone to their events? Big R, there's no excuse for you not to make it to Pink Champs. Presented by, right, Ty? Presented by. All right, let's move on. Bring that picture up, that video of Tiny, because I'm getting tired of her too. So, ladies, I bring this up, not to even really, she's just an example, but she's showing us her getting her brows, her lashes done. I've never gotten individuals. I tried once at a nail salon on Germantown Avenue, a few doors down from Dawn's Don't Sleep on It, and it burned my whole eye out. Like I had to rip the lashes, and mine came out too. They use nail glue. They use fucking nail glue on my eye beds, and my lashes were never the same. I don't know if that fucked with my vision. Maybe I'm taking it too far. But look at this process. It can't be safe. So, yep, they use nail glue on mine. And I went back and I knew that's what it was because it burned automatically. I said, there's no way that no one's complaining about this. All that, like the chemicals. First of all, that's too close to my fucking eye. I can't see out these bitches hardly now anyway. But did they dye? Were they dyeing her originals, lifting them to brown, and then adding in brown? Should we be doing that?
Can I ask a question for all the men in the house? Because I could never understand this. I didn't even know that was being done until you sent me that video. But it just bothers me. I guess we can blame our black men too about this, that our women are always trying to do something extra like that instead of being the natural. They're beautiful enough. But I did not know that that's what's occurring. My daughter laughs at me because she says I can't tell when women wear wigs. I can't, because if I see it, I'm assuming that it's real. I never knew they did eyelashes. That's got to do something to you in the long run.
Right, that's what I feel. I mean, I could say the same thing for Ozempic, but I digress, and I ain't stopping. But how you eating all the time? Look, all the time, and still slimming and winning at a little. It's a little. Yeah, it's better than I was. Child, look. But I don't know if all those chemicals need. Say said she almost went blind. Oh, because she changed her eye pupil color, right? This is what I'm saying. That's probably why the judge took back that motherfucking $80 million thing, because he knows you over there fucking it up, doing dumb shit to yourself, dummy. That's why. Just fucking it up. Well, if you can't tell it's a wig, that's a good thing. Shout out to that wig maker or whoever placed it on. And I don't want nobody up in my eyes like that either. And I don't even like how it looked afterwards. It looked too much, but yeah. I have friends that have weekly or bi-weekly appointments to get lashes done. And they do it like as if they're getting their nails done. It's just part of the routine. Giddy, come up.
That must hurt.
So do you guys mind a little hair stubble on our legs? Asking for a friend.
You guys take that more serious than I think. I'll speak for myself. You guys take that more serious than I do. And I think most men do. Look, if you're really with somebody that's down for you, if you're really with somebody that loves you, they see you when you wake up and when you go to sleep. They see you when you're
But before that, we have to trap you with the perfection. We have to trap you and make you think that this will be every day. You wake up and I'm all done. And right?
Not the baby's father, not the trap.
I mean, that's what it is. And,
yeah.
and that goes back to the white man indoctrination of that whole Cinderella shit. There can only be one woman that walks away with the prince. There can only be, because there's only one prince. And all of us have to fight over him and do all types of ungodly shit to be the one. Our foot has to be the perfect size 4 to fit in the shoe. And if it's so we are from 5 years old when we read these stupid fairy tale books, they're poisoning and positioning our thinking. I've always said this.
But can
to
I ask
be
you a
in
question?
competition with each other.
So I'll give you an example of something. My oldest child, my daughter's 32.
Shut up, LS. This is hip hop. You need a good stick from the razor stubble on her legs.
So my oldest daughter's 32. So when she was about 9, 10, my daughter had lovely long hair. Her mother went and took her to a hairdresser. Why at that young age, or why at any age, do women start introducing all those chemicals to their hair to mess it up? Go ahead.
They don't introduce it to mess it up, but a bitch be tired of doing all that motherfucking hair. And since you ain't about to help me when she start bucking her head and crying and I had to hit her with the comb, you ain't trying to help, nigga. She's going down the street or she's going to Black Hair Is after school and let them deal with it.
That messed up my daughter's hair for years. I used to always be mad. And my daughter I used to say, why don't you just grow your hair? She finally did it. And I love it. I just think it's more natural. I mean, she says that is because of what happened with the hairdresser, but
I don't know your wife's or her mother's reasoning, right? I just remember my mom saying that to us when we said, why did you stop doing our hair? It used to grow so fast when you used to do it. And she said, because it's 3 of y'all. That's my whole day. Washing, blow drying, straightening, combing, and then again. And then again. And then I got to wash out the sink and I still got to make dinner. It's true tasking. Now, maybe they didn't have to do the relaxing process, but depending on what your daughter's schedule looked like, she might have been the one that would have sweated out a regular silk press. And then it's right back to normal in 24 hours. So the relaxers kind of kept it manageable for at least 6 to 12 weeks. Maybe.
If you say so. But I mean, I wish we could do more natural things.
Says the man that threw his hands up and said,
that's because it kept looking like this with gray.
So we like gray haired men.
I got to a point when I started shaving my head. I got to a point now. I'm going to the barber tomorrow. I got to the point where when hair starts growing on my head, it just itches. It just doesn't feel right.
To each his own. Because a lot of my girlfriends are cutting their hair real low. My mom did that too one year. She just got tired. So I don't even think that's just a man thing. Thanks, Giddy.
You're welcome.
Giddy gonna get it, and then he's gone. And then he's not. Natural is the freshest. Yeah, but natural, don't fuck around. Natural is hard to maintain too. And everybody don't have the same texture hair. And then products do not say, I'm for the type hair S1 or this type of curl pattern. And most people don't walk around knowing their curl pattern or that there even is such a thing as a curl pattern. So you going in blindly to these beauty supply stores, asking them for, what can I use on my natural hair to make it this and that? They don't fucking know. They sitting behind the desk making sure you're not stealing some shit. Looking at you like this. Acting like they're scrolling on their phone, and meanwhile, they got the camera on you, making sure you ain't about to lift no shit. Natural for thee, but not for me. I'm so glad I went and got this little what's left of it. Relaxed the other day. My shit was literally matted. Like it was matted and has broken off so much on the ends. I got to work it back. That's why I'm keeping it safe in one little pattern like this. Except for Saturday. I think I'm just put a wig on. If I can't get somebody to suggest someone in the T-neck or Inglewood area that could do a nice ponytail and not take out what's left. The relaxer was the worst thing created. I don't know. Madam C.J. Walker, she's a rock star. See how innovative and creative we are? Or did she create the perm, or was it the straightening comb? But you know, that's that whole relaxing thing. You got to be careful because it's been linked to cancer. That, the tampons. Right. And then you can get the braids too. The braids are good, but I'm just saying back then. It wasn't braid salons back then. Every block back then. So then you got mommy braiding you. I had either 2 braids or 3. We called them plaits. 2 back here and 1 here to the side. And that was my protective hairstyle. I like the ease of the relaxer, and I feel like I'm too far in. Because when I tried to go natural during COVID, it was too much of a task. It's too much, and my arms are hams. So when they're up for a certain amount of time, I get tired and I give up. So it just didn't work for me. Maybe had I started younger, I would have been into the natural thing. But yes, men ain't helping with their daughter's hair, so they don't understand. Yup. Clap it up for that reality. My father used to come out of his bedroom watching his games because I'm in the chair. I'm like this, crying and screaming. Ah! Ah! I remember he asked my mother, he said, well, what is going on? And she said, I know that your motherfucking ass is not the fuck coming out here and question. You could do it better? You want to try? Go ahead. Go on and try. Come on. Men, stay out of women folk business. It's a whole day. And they used to have to chase me, and I'd be hiding under the bed. And she'd be like, you getting more lint in your motherfucking hair. You're making it worse. Whew. Yeah, Bria, see, look, the lashes. Yep. Yeah, they use nail glue. Them Chinese people. The Chinese folks, a few doors down from Dawn's Don't Sleep on It on Germantown Avenue in Philly, burnt my shits, and they have not ever grown back since. Nope.
But how do you get that off if it's nail glue? You can't put that stuff in your eye. You burn it.
It was burning. It started stinging a little, and I said, all right, it's a new thing for me. So maybe everybody stings. Maybe this is normal. And it never stopped. And then I started washing. When I got home, I tried to wash them out, and it started stinging more. And my eyes swelled up. I have pictures of it still in my Elf phone from back then. They swelled up so bad. They were puffy and red, and I had no lashes. It looked like 2 little bald men on my face.
She said bald men.
Little bald men on my face. Yeah.
So how did you get it off, though? How did you get the glue off?
All that scrubbing with the, and I might have gone back, but I wouldn't. If I did go, maybe I went to a doctor, and maybe they put some lifter. But when I went back to them to tell them what they did, they were offering me to do it better, do it again, like a free service. Why would I let you back on me?
Right. That's like when the doctor did back surgery on me. He wanted to go back in. I told him, heck no.
Back surgery. Did you recover from it?
Still haven't recovered from it. And the crazy thing, they used to try to blame it on my diabetes, this and that was all BS. The doctor, I didn't go to a fly-by-night hospital. I went to Broadway Presbyterian. The doctor disappeared after a couple of years, and every time I kept complaining that something is not right in my back from when you went into it. He disappeared off the face of the earth, off the face out of the hospital.
Mm-hmm. You know what that was? One too many lawsuits, and let's keep it quiet. Move him out.
I wasn't fast enough to make mine. He knew another one was coming.
Yeah. Yep.
It took me like a year and a half to recover.
If you still have completely.
And my back is messed up, especially after the car accident. I'm totally done.
That was bad. That was when we first really met.
Yeah.
You described a beautiful time with your mother and then horrible experiences outside the home. If you let your hair grow and comb it, you could create nostalgia. I never enjoyed it. She made me do my hair too young. 6th grade, I had to take over. And it was a lot of hair. And that's not a flex, but it was what it was. It was thick. So I always, when I started doing it, it was always 2 cornrows. Sometimes I do them like that. Sometimes I do them like this. I should go back to that shit. My mother smoked in front of us. My father smoked in the car. Everywhere they went, it was smoke. I'm surprised I ain't got the damn throat cancer. Yup, plaits it is. I need a hair place, y'all, that can give me a ponytail, an Inglewood T-neck, Hackensack in the Bergen County area, please. Because Cassandra is still on the set of Elsbeth. And they got to make up for a snow day with I don't know what happened. They got to make up some scenes. She can't do it on Saturday. Are y'all hitting the Cash App and the lunch? For the lunch, please. Please and thank you. We got a lot of people in here today. Please share the word that Jonesy's here and we be talking about some things, child. And it's all powered by the things I see on social media, things I experience in real life, the things y'all share with me. And yeah. Yep. We all grew up in that era. The smoking in front of us, the no seat belts in the car. Shit, I used to be in the front seat, in the middle where your glove box is. That was my seat between my parents. You used to be able to have 3 in the front, and you ain't need no seatbelt. And here's the other thing. If a man is that involved in my aesthetics, I take issue with that. Because I don't need you helping me beautify. I was running from my hair. I hated I was so tender-headed. I'm still tender-headed. That's why I had all them wigs on last week. I couldn't get the comb through, and I knew it was just going to break, because it had been since November when I did that. Will you be my wifey? That's the last time I had it. And what she did, which was wrong, after she did the relaxer, and I think she made contact with the relaxer with the ends of my hair that should not have been touching it. After that, she did a rinse, which I find out is okay to do a rinse, not a color. She put some protein that one of her friends is selling or created and bottled and whatever. She put fucking protein on my hair after all of that. And then slicked that ponytail. That RL ponytail was cute though. Slicked that shit back just as nice. But then when I went to take it out, it was breaking. It was so stiff and hard. It was like plaster. You know what plaster feels like. Some of us know what it tastes like too. Who used to eat chip paint used to take it off the pipes and try it? Who? Just me? Eat them up. Thank you. If you could get me a contact. Al Lane said, thank God you're not on terrestrial radio anymore. These have not been 3-minute soundbite conversations this week, and I'm loving it. This show makes my mornings fly by. Thank you. Thank you. Who? Yes, I am part of the lead chip kids. The lead chip kids. The lead chip kids. Oh, really? Y'all gonna all just leave me out here like I was the only one eating the plaster trying to see what it tasted like? Thank you, Kim. I have not thought of doing boho knotless braids. What do they look like? And here's the other thing. I can't keep shit on my neck when I'm sleeping. I can't because I have the flashes and I will rip everything the fuck off because, you know, I feel like I'm heating up. So whatever, it would have to be able to be put on top. Cut water and chip paint for lunch. Yum. Shut up, Tika. Kiss my butt. So please contribute to the lead paint fund. Please. The lead chips. Please. Yummy. So stupid. Y'all make me sick. I cannot. Thank you, Nick Music. Your hair was thick, rich, and lush. Jonesy got that good hair because her grandma Indian. So stupid. So silly. You like the Elmer's glue? I hated that. But I have friends that did. You either like the Elmer's glue, the gasoline, or the starch, the laundry starch, or the lead chips, or a combination.
You got me screaming over here. What?
You either like the smell of gasoline, the taste of the Argo laundry starch.
Oh my goodness.
In the blue box that my mom used to make me go get for her. The lead chip paint off the radiator. Or Elmer's glue.
And years later, you see the commercial. If you did this or did that, you should sue.
Yeah,
I've
years later.
never heard that before.
Years later. You never heard of those things?
No, I know recently, a couple of years ago, they were saying to keep the Tide Pods away from kids because they was eating them. You didn't hear about that?
I can't judge that. Was that a challenge?
I don't know.
I'm trying to see where Che is at now. How far is he? Okay, he's not far.
But I've never heard that before. That's unique.
I mean, maybe it shouldn't have come out today. I was trying to make a point about my hair. The way when she put that protein, you don't put a protein pack after a relaxer because I think the hair is already broken down and protein is very heavy. It attaches to the strands and then it makes it hard and it snaps. And if you already broke it down, it's already fragile. And she did that. And I'm never going back to her. And I don't care. I'm never going back to her.
Well, Aiden was one day, and I said something about, when I was a kid, we used to eat dirt. That's why we don't get sick these days.
I don't know about all that, but there might be something to it. Our guest has arrived, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on a second. Who is? I'm putting y'all comments up, licking walls. I'm not the only one. I don't know the flavor of the lead chips. Stop. We're not going to make this the theme. That was a conversation in passing. That's my past. Gas still smells good. If I can't like the gas I'm smelling, that ain't the gas I'm pumping. All right, I'm going to bring our guests up because y'all just doing the most. Can y'all please straighten up? Straighten up. We got company now. She can't be exposed to all of our foolishness because she's new here. We might want to come back. If a man is interested in your hair, he is paying attention to your health, and that's a fact. Maybe, or maybe he's a bitch ass that's just so used to the optics, like worry about how my heart and my emotions are feeling. Fuck about some hair. I can buy some hair tomorrow. If you're caring about my hair, you better damn sure be taking me to my doctor's appointments, right? Shoot. All right, let me bring our guest up. Ladies and gentlemen, hey, look, now you fixing your shit. Good morning, Miss Tanya Nolan.
Hey, thank you for having me on this lovely show of yours. Thank you so much.
Thank you for joining us. I saw that you followed me this morning, so I said, okay, she's doing research to find out the mess she's about to be a part of.
Oh, I think it's pretty good. Sweet told me all about you. I said, let me check her out.
Thank you. Shout out to Valerie for putting this together. That's her nickname, the Sweets. Thank you. She's the one that also brought us Will Downing a couple of weeks ago and Jeff Ray. That's my friend, Sweets.
Oh wow, yeah, she's amazing.
Yeah, no, a long time. So tell me about yourself, because I am not familiar. I went through your stuff and I like I see what you're doing. Well, now you're doing the gospel, but I was talking about the type of music that you do, because it sounded your orchestra be up front. Your music is very I'm a classically trained musician. I play the piano, I play music, all the things. And
wow.
Yeah, so I'm a student of the arts, and so I break things down.
Okay.
The music is very front, and it sounds jazz influence. Is that your style?
No. Well, it's part of it. So the genres that I am currently rocking with is gospel, R&B, and jazz, and I have projects in all three categories as we speak. For as my jazz song, Nobody,
yes,
it's doing pretty well. It finally hit the billboards. Okay, but before thank you. But before Nobody, it was a single named Like Water, my first jazz single that was introduced to terrestrial radio. First jazz song, and my highest charting song. So it charted at number 11 on the Billboard, and number 7 on Mediabase. So I gave my guy another record. So, and it's Nobody. So that's in the smooth jazz. And Nobody is, we have my first AI video, which is on YouTube, doing pretty well. I believe it got over 100,000 views, and it hasn't been out for maybe a month, maybe. I think it's over 100,000 views. And then I gave him Nobody. I just spoke about Nobody. He's getting another one, so we're working on that one. As far as the gospel, Kathy Carroll is handling that record. Super excited about it. My first gospel single, and as of today, it's number 12 on the Billboard charts. I'm hoping this will be my first #1 single. I'm playing. Thank you.
You seem to have a solid team, and I've seen the talent because I heard the music.
Thank you.
Why is it feeding back like this? You hear that static?
Yeah, that seems to be coming from her side. I was trying to get rid of it.
My side?
Test. It just was a little staticky. I think it's better now. But are you muted? Test. Okay. Maybe we're good now.
Okay. Is that good? Is that good?
It seems better.
Okay. I'm
interested. First of all, tell us where you came from.
I'm from Galveston, Texas. Currently live in Houston, Texas. Been in Houston for about 20 plus years. Yes.
Rodney Hampton.
Yes, Galveston. A lot of greats come from that area. Barry White, I believe Barry White, Jack Johnson, The Emotions. Yeah. The Hutchinsons, actually, they are my family lineage. So on my dad's side, those are his second cousins.
Okay. So you came up listening to music in a musically enthusiastic household.
That is correct.
Okay.
Yes.
So why did you make the transition from jazzy R&B to gospel now?
Well, it was about timing. A lot of people ask me, was you raised in the church? I was not. I went to church, but I wasn't in the choir. And I didn't go like every Sunday, but mom makes sure that we know who God is, Jesus, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But when it comes to gospel, it's always been within. And I'm like, okay, I'm rocking with these other genres. It was about timing. It's like I'm ready to, just give my praise and speak my truth when it comes to the gospel. And so I spoke with KP about it, who produced the track, KP from the Colleagues and Frank Rose. He said, I have the perfect track for you. He sent it to me. I fell in love with it. That's how that happened. And we went with it.
So, you know, I've sometimes hear about the church crowd being very judgy and very protective of their favorites, right? And when someone tries to step into that genre, they face, from what I'm hearing, maybe like over enthusiastic criticism. Has that been your experience?
I had someone that challenged me a tad bit, and I had to watch my tongue. I think I handled it pretty well. What he said was, because I'm also into R&B. R&B was my first love. I love R&B, and matter of fact, I have an entire project coming out with Raheem Devon the second half of this year. Nice. So for terrestrial radio as well. But what this interviewer said, and I will not say his name or his station, but he asked me, he said, well, you know, I see that you're in the gospel, et cetera, et cetera. And I went to your YouTube and was checking out, you know, some of your videos, and I seen you, you know, with another woman. And he was speaking of Honey. It's a video called Honey. Okay. I said, yes, sir, I'm very proud of it. He said, yeah, it was kind of, you know, I checked it out. He kept going on with it. And I just asked him, did it excite him? And he hung up the phone. So those are just one, I believe he got excited. He would not get off of it. Everybody on this call, this channel, check out Honey. So that was one of the issues. But other than that, that's about it.
Do you ever get told that you sound like anybody, or that you seem like you're influenced by anybody in the gospel world, or are you a fresh sound?
No, I have not heard that. Now I've heard that I sound like, but favor Kiki Wyatt. I hear that quite a bit. I hear that about Kiki Wyatt and Eve. Huh. Yeah, but I have not heard from anyone that I actually sound like anybody.
Okay, I can see a little of both. Kiki.
All right.
And the Eve.
Yeah, they both are incredible.
So tell me about this project with Raheem.
Well, Raheem, boy, he is incredible. Raheem assisted with growing my sound, and I love it, especially with the tunes that he has written. You know, it's just, when I say this project that's coming out in July is actually going to be an album. I'm going to introduce it on even.biz, which is where my fans can actually purchase direct to the consumer through even.biz. I'm happy about that.
I bet you got a suggestion, right?
Yes. Raheem, it's a song called Pace Yourself, which is now reoccurring on a lot of radio stations. He wrote the song. We did a video for it. Incredible. We have, like I said, an entire project coming out, and the first single that's coming out off of that project is called The Perfect Love Song. And we've already done the video. I love it. So I'm excited about that. So we have a lot going on, even when it comes to the jazz. We're working on that as we speak. I'm so busy. Whereas I'm getting features from successful jazz artists that's going to be on this project that's coming out 2026 as well. And when it comes to the gospel, we just putting out singles. The next gospel single that's coming out, now you're the first platform that we're actually revealing this to. I don't know if you heard of Daryl Walls from the Walls Group, but they are incredible, especially Daryl. So we just completed a song, and it's called Favor. That's the next record that's coming out for gospel radio. I'm super excited about it, and we're shooting a video next Wednesday. So that's what I got going on.
That's a whole lot.
Yes, it is.
That's a whole lot, but I'm happy for you. All right, good. So you muted me when I talk, because they're complaining in the chat that when I talk, it's static. And so, but it's okay, because you're muting me when I talk. Okay. So do you listen to R&B? Like, who are some of your favorites? Who are some of your influences? Or
I love R&B. Let's see, Shaka Khan, Jasmine Sullivan. I love Lettucey. I love a lot of the classics like Minnie Riperton, Earth, Wind, and Fire, those type of tunes. Teddy Pendergrass, The System, Mint Condition. I can go on and on and on. I love classics, timeless tunes.
And do you have, I'm just trying to get to know you. Do you have siblings? What was your upbringing? Like, do you have children? Are you married?
Okay, I am the oldest. I have two younger sisters. I am the oldest. I don't have any children. I am married. I'm married to a woman. We've been together for 15 years, married 10 years. As far as kids, we own the largest child care facility in the state of Texas. And it's named I named it AWW Better Child Care Center. It's in Lamarck, Texas, 312 Boney Street, Lamarck, Texas. I have to give a shout out to my director, Gail Jackson. I also have one in Galveston named Nolan Child Care Center, which is my first. And Galveston is my hometown. Give a shout out to Lisa Lee. She's my director over there. I love my team. I'm into real estate, things like that, music, investing. So I dib and dab in things that brings me profit, So not just with childcare, but I do a lot, and I'm leaving a lot out, even when it comes to agriculture. So I have lots of horses, goats, chickens, turkeys, rabbits. I'm gonna have to get rid of some of these rabbits. They multiply quickly. I have my huge fishing pond at our Better Child Care Center, whereas we teach the kids how to catch and release. My favorite fish is sea bass, so we have a whole lot of sea bass in that fishing pond. Huge go-kart racing track. There's so many amenities that we offer my kids. I don't have to take them on a field trip if I don't want to. It's right there at the center. So those are some of the things. My mom is still alive. Her name is Evelyn Nolan Turner. My dad, he's no longer with us in the flesh. He's been gone for about 32 years. I believe my dad passed at the age of 39. Very young. So that's a little bit about Tanya Nolan. But most importantly, I'm happy and happy when it comes to my growth, and especially from where I come from. So life has been lifing, but God has been giving me a whole lot of favor because I'm still here.
You seem like you're in a peaceful place in your life. So that is probably your comfort, and your stability is probably why you're able to sing so freely and to dibble and dabble and go from genre to genre. Is that accurate?
That is totally accurate. I think it's important to be in control. To be in control, especially when it comes to your life. I decided to allow myself to be the architect. I write my story. I make the commands within and out. So that took learning, a lot of learning, a lot of growth. It wasn't always that way. But once I got it, I've been sticking with it, and it works. Even when it comes to discipline, you have to prioritize.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we only have 24 hours in a day. I'm careful who I spend my time with, and I make it my business to write it down, because if I don't write it down, I'm gonna miss something. And when I write it down and I'm checking it off, it makes me feel accomplished. So even if I didn't get a couple of things done, I'm like, okay, I got all of this done. But when it comes to me, I get the most difficult tasks done first. Okay, because it weighs on me if I do not. So I try to stay structured. I do get my sleep, and I've been eating a whole lot better. And I've been protecting my peace and standing strong on boundaries, especially being in this industry. It's been teaching me like this industry, music, OMG, has been the most challenging task ever. So many different personalities. So when it comes to people like Sweet, Pamela Broussard, even Kathy Carolyn, she's new to me, but she's been new, strong, and honest. I love it. I just love her personality. It changed my thought process when it comes to individuals in this industry. I believe God sent them to me because it was others before them that wasn't about shit.
Do you think that you had to go through that in order to be able to appreciate the women that are surrounding you now?
Yes, because they are all seasoned. I'm able to vent to them to help calm down the storm that be within, so I can not act out on impulse.
Mm-hmm.
So I appreciate that. So yeah, it's like having the right people around you helps keep me grounded, and it also it motivates me, and it's like this music won't leave. That's how I know this is what I'm supposed to do. I'm actually living my purpose at this moment. So I'm supposed to be doing that. So it's so important to stay in control, to make your move, make the mistakes, learn from the mistakes, and just keep it pushing. I got to keep it pushing because, like you said, I got a whole lot going on in all these different genres. And one of the next things for me is movies. Excited about that as well.
So I wanted to back you up and say the people in the chat appreciate your authenticity. I don't know if you're able to see. Somebody put gal vest on. and the other part is the fact that you are aligned with Raheem Devon, who I know is all about the business and artist first, artist royalty first, because he told me the whole breakdown of how to get where to put my stuff and how to capitalize. That also, I think, was purposeful from the Lord bringing you there. And now you tapping into song in the gospel genre is, I think, your way of paying it back. So I wish you nothing but success in those moments when you feel like you need to sound off on somebody. Come here. That's what we do.
Well, I was hearing a little potty mouth during the break. I was hearing a little of that. I'm like, okay. This is a real one right here.
Yeah.
So, yes. My team is like, Tanya, hey, Sweet specifically said this is gospel. So when I got on, I said, oh, wait a minute. This is not just gospel.
No, but we needed you. But we needed you to come in and soften because today was a rough day. Like there's so much going on in the world. There's so many distractions. There's so much pain on kids and babies. And now there's a war. So we absolutely needed you. Go ahead and play the music once again.
Did you want to talk about it?
Go ahead.
Well, what do you want to talk about?
I don't want to talk about the pain anymore. I ranted for a whole freaking 2 hours. I went in, out, up, and down.
I'm gonna go back and listen to it.
Yeah, today was a big, I just was, for the most part, trying to get our people to accept that we are the chosen ones. We are so, especially our Black men. I said, Black men are the most untouched when you're playing with your powers in a good way. You are unmatched. They can't touch you, which is why they got everybody else trying to stop you, shoot you, kill you, deny you, deprive you, embarrass you, publicly humiliate you. If you're the coach for Michigan, like it's just, and that was basically how it started. I'm frustrated with Black men not tapping into their greatness and being made to always have to feel small and shrink to be in a room.
I know it is unfortunate, and we need more mentors in this industry when it comes to, not in this industry, just period, in this world, when it comes to our culture. We stand on the backs of individuals that has paved the way for us in a big time. I don't even want to imagine what they went through. But one thing I do know is that I'm grateful and that I've allowed them to live through me. I call upon them. And I'm constantly saying, thank you for what you have done for us. And although they are not in the flesh, they are still well alive. And I believe some of them that has crossed over, they pissed off. They know they've been lied to. They've been lied to while they was here in the flesh. So I call upon them for answers. To assist me in a grand way And I thank them for it.
And their souls, I believe what you said, their souls are restless. So they're still roaming. So I know that even though what I say sometimes is hella not politically correct, I said I'm tired of having to keep quiet about the ills and the perils that I see that my brothers and sisters may not have experienced yet. But we got to stop just protecting our comfort zone and keeping our head down and just saying, oh, I got to do what I got to do to take care of my family. Yes, but we are required to say the truth and speak the truth out now to protect all of our families.
Totally agree. And let's stop lying to the youth. I'm about to say this. If you have questions, question the Lord. I don't understand where this comes from when they say do not question the Lord. Well, who the hell am I supposed to question? I'm going to question my creator when I have questions. I'm going right to the source. And I'll sit still for a minute and listen because I want that answer. And how my God speaks to me is not just through music. It can be through TV. I get these messages. It can be from a stranger when it comes to questions, things that I am unsure about. And a lot of mine comes to me between the hours of like 2 and 4 in the morning.
Those are the times. And if you pay attention and listen and be still, that's the time that the angels and the ancestors, that's when they come up. That's when they creep.
You are very spiritual.
I mean, thank you, but I don't have a choice.
Actually, you do have a choice, and you made the right one.
I'd lose my mind if I didn't have sense of spirituality. Honestly, it's either that or I'd be. That would be me.
I would too, and I feel for my mother because I used to question her all the time, and she didn't know what in the hell to say to me. Oh, she would say, "Read your Bible." That's so read my Bible. I'm not even about to go there.
She did the best she could because someone told her that.
Exactly. And that's where you got to give some grace. So when it comes to this new generation, their eyes are open. A lot of them, their eyes are open wide and they just not going for the BS. They're not going for that BS anymore.
Yeah. And I'm glad we made them. They're standing on our shoulders because we stood out there. We were the first generations of the what's the word? The blacks going into the segregation and all of that. We were on the front lines of that. And so while I say sometimes.
And speaking of the front lines of that, I'm sorry, I cut you off. Whatever in the world's supposed to be happening, I know you ain't asking me the question. Everybody that's in that White House need to have themselves in the front line and all they damn children. Period. That's how I feel. Right there in the front line.
Now, will you sing something for us before you go?
Oh, wow. Speaking of singing, I had my first sold out concert in Houston with Kevin Ross. It was
somebody said that. Somebody in the chat was saying that. I'm like, oh my God, it was amazing. And I love Kevin Ross. I wish I could get him on the show.
It was amazing. Okay, so I heard you say about the singing. Who wants me to sing? I guess this is a test if I can hold the note. Is that what this is about?
Always.
It got to be what this is about. So
on Jonesy.
Which genre?
They didn't say.
They didn't say.
I like the video when you had on the red. It was a 2-piece.
Red 2-piece.
You were performing and it was playing in the back. I think you were doing like a video. Maybe you were doing a video shoot. I think it was Nobody.
Nobody. That's a little scat, and it's not a whole lot.
Okay.
In Nobody. Let me see. We're talking about the gospel. So this single that I have out right now is Blessings, written by myself and J. Cole Lawrence, produced by Frank Rose and KP from the Collies, engineered by Lab Ox. And he's right here in Houston, King Lab Ox. He's amazing. He engineered and did the mixing and the mastering. So let's see. He's over every situation, every circumstance. My God is bigger. I know he can do for you what he did for me. Gotta thank him for the way that he's been good. That's the song. I just want to thank you. Lord, you've been so good. You guys have to listen to the lyrics. You have to listen to the lyrics. And could you guys hear me? Because I can't hear anything. It's going in and out. Can you guys hear me?
We heard you.
Well, let's do this. I don't deserve it. I don't deserve it. All of your goodness, the way you have love for me, despite of my history. Don't always understand it, but still I can't take it for granted. Blessings, they fall. Blessings, they fall. Blessings. There we are. That's what I can give you guys. That's what I can give you guys.
Tanya Nolan, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us. Don't be a stranger.
I hope not. Thank you for having me on this celebrity show. And I subscribe to your channel as well. It's amazing. And I've seen some of the other artists that's on your platform. I'm also proud of your growth and what you are doing.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And let us know when you're going to be at City Winery out here in New York or Philly.
They are working on that. We are working on that as we speak. Hope to see you soon in person.
Yep. Tanya Nolan, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, sis.
Thank you.
You said sing something, Kiki Wyatt. Yeah, she probably wouldn't have been able to do that because we were struggling with the sound this morning with that interview. But I'm glad she stopped by. And I'm glad she gave us a background. Some of you in the comments, I see, y'all know her. You're familiar with her. But many of you were not, such as myself. So I'm glad that she was an open book and told us, that gave us some perspective of what she's been through, where she comes from, and maybe why she, moves how she moves. So, come on, Tanya Nolan. And thanks, Val. Appreciate you. All right, so you know what? Let's ask chat for some birthdays that we actually get. Oh, wait, let me check Life 360 and see. He's still in the car. Hold on. Let me text my child. Make sure he's good. Thank you, Jacinda Stevens. I appreciate you. Hold on a second. Excuse me. It's going to be a long weekend because how about, are you good? How about, hold on, let me get the birthdays. I'm trying to. Okay, good. Can you give me some birthdays, today's birthdays for rappers, actors, athletes, and important people? You're welcome, Val. If today is your birthday, happy birthday, first of all, Pisces. Come on, my water sign. You celebrate with Lil Romeo, You celebrate with Ava Mendez, rather. You celebrate with Jolene Blaylock. NBA champion with the Cleveland Cavaliers, Kevin Love. Jake Arrieta will help the Cubs win in 2016, the World Series. And Jaden Beckley, whose birthday is on Friday. My friend Aja's son. Oh, wait. Yes, give me more hip-hop birthdays. Pat says, do you want me to give you Jonesy in the morning birthday list? Whoa. Benny Blanco's birthday. Sterling K. Brown, the actor that just from This Is Us. I think we just got another award. Sterling K. Brown's birthday is today. Yep, those are the birthdays. Anybody in the chat? Thank you, Ulysses. There's no Cutwater today, though. Today was pure Ultra Sheen, Afro Sheen, Ultra Sheen Cosmetics. The Cutwater clouds my mind, brings out another beast. It needs to be clear to that. No games today. Especially if we don't talk to each other until Monday. There's a lot of hootenanny that's going to take place between now and Monday. I promise you. So thank you guys. I'm glad you liked the interview. Thank you. Singing is a talent I so envy. I sound good in my shower, at least according to me. But you know what? And that's all that counts. At the end of the day, I don't give a fuck if nobody else thinks I can sing. To me, and my standards of the shit I like, and my standards are so high. Like, I'm not impressed with anything because I'm so hard on myself. My standards are so high that if I feel like I can sing or I sound good, I don't care about anybody else. And maybe that's why I'm so free with it. I don't care if I never make a record again, as long as I'm able to sing. Tomorrow is Cutwater Friday. Who said we coming back tomorrow now? Don't start. Because tomorrow, I got a live broadcast to prepare for. Right there at Skylark and Edison with DJ Bukeem and Dre 2 Times. It's a live broadcast. I would love for you to come and be a part of it. Just stop by the Pink Champs table. Say, I want to give a shout out to, or a shout out to this one or that one. And we got that going on from 8 to 9 at Skylark out in Edison. I think that's Route. Is that Route 1? Right up the Route 1. It is a diner. It looks like Mel's Diner. Got the big sign that says Skylark, but it's 2 sides, and that should be jumping on both sides all night. So come rock with us. And then Saturday is Glow. Again, if you haven't gotten a ticket and you're interested, find out about Jack and Jill. We're going to all be in white. Our dude's going to be in white. Ted Smooth going to be the DJ. Monique is performing. I'm performing. It's going to be a great grown night. A lot of professionals letting loose Saturday night. And then Sunday, my son has been invited to Junior Day at UMass. So I'll be driving up to Massachusetts after I finish glowing. But I'm conflicted because we have a Jack and Jill meeting on Sunday. And things go well Saturday. Wouldn't I want to be there Sunday so I can get the love? But no priorities. Gotta get my son where he can get his love. It's a loaded weekend, yeah. Which means that Monday we may need a snow day. It's about to be 70 degrees. Ain't even no snow. Hey, Nikita, Camille. We said 2 hours last Friday, and me and Giddy got here early and stayed late. So I don't know. I need you tomorrow because I got to work. This show gets me through the morning. Oh, good thing. I'm glad it's working for somebody, for something. I need them cash apps to work for me. Two girls, mom. What's your neck of the woods? And nobody still gave me a ponytail person in Inglewood or Teaneck or Hackensack or any of the towns surrounding. Nobody don't know. Nobody that could do a ponytail. Nick said last Friday's show was the best. We was on here. Oh, Boston. Okay. Nice. What part? You know what? A lot of folks from New York have migrated up there. Didn't even know till I went there this summer and did a show with Ron G. And everybody was like, I remember you performed at the this and that. I'm like, you from home? Black Flight. This is hip hop. This is hip hop, please. And thank you. Big R. All right. If you zelly me now, I'm gonna tap in for at least an hour tomorrow. Thank you. This is hip hop. Yeah, he's up there now. Bungie be making up those fat beats. Well, tomorrow I gotta get stuff, prepared for Skylark. And then Saturday before I go glowing, I told you I gotta go to Hoboken and host Carla's kids, the ceremony. I like the fact that Tanya Nolan has her hands in a bunch of stuff. I know there's money in the daycare because I looked into that when I was home. I had my golden parachute that Hot 97 had given me when I left there because I had been there so many years. And I was trying to think of what to do with it. Like I wanted to invest in something like a store or something that I could work in and earn income in. But that's kind of hard to do when your partner ain't working, ain't helping with the kids so you could at least get rid of your living nanny and ain't doing nothing but sucking oxygen and buying Whole Foods, running through your savings and not pouring back in. It's kind of hard. And then you wake up one day and you're like, oh my God, I'm down to my last 5,000. What am I going to do? Stay out my life. If you don't want to hear me talk about your life, stay out of my life. It does take a special person to run a daycare. An hour. What's with the show with Flip on Thursdays? Can we all ask him that? Let's all ask him. Matter of fact, let's call Flip. Let's call Queen's Flip. Clap, clap, the clap, clap, clap. Because he just left. He abandoned us all.
Hello?
You are on live with me right now because people are, well, I don't care because people asking me questions, that's your questions and not mine. Because I've showed up to your house the last 2 Thursdays and you weren't there.
Did not show up to my, stop lying.
That's besides the point. They want to know.
Why are you lying? No, you're not coming up there. No, she's not doing nothing. She's a liar. She haven't been coming to the show. She's coming to the show drunk on cut water and acting crazy and then talking about, I thought you wanted me to turn up. She's bugged out, y'all.
And both things could be true, but the people.
And I was supposed to send her a Zelle, but I held it back because of her performance.
No, that performance was legendary. It was grand prize, child.
Are you crazy?
Thank God your mom's been holding me down with cash apps in your stead.
My mother said you went crazy the other day, yo. I went to see her when I got back from Trinidad, and she said, yo, what? She said Miss Jones went crazy.
I don't even remember. Oh, because that's a whole thing. I'm going to save it for Thursday because this is going to be a bigger audience.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Today is Thursday.
So we doing it today?
I'm not sure.
Please?
You gotta call Shampoo and ask him.
I don't have his number.
You gotta call Shampoo.
You ask him. He'll do it, but you better call him now.
You gotta call Shampoo. Hold on, let me call him on three-way. Are you crazy? Shampoo probably sleep, yo. Hold on. Shit, me. Why you want to come for? You got something up your sleeve. Hold on.
Always.
I'm on three-way with Miss Jones, and we're live on her show. Hey, Miss Jones.
Sham. Good morning.
What up?
Trying to see this Negro abandoned us. And
he was on. He got an excuse. He was in Trinidad.
I don't give it. He went to Trinidad with Mazel. You got yours. That's why you on his side. I ain't get shit.
And he never told us he was going.
And he never told. I had to find it in the streets.
Yeah. I was sitting in front of his house for 2 hours. And then I said, call him. And he said, "Oh, I'm in Trinidad." I said,
"That's what I know." I said, "I showed up twice. You're still like running Trinidadian streets and doing videos and not telling nobody, and you're not paying nobody. Like, you gotta stop."
Nah, well, you know. that's gonna be a problem no matter what. Have you ever when Flip go on his pocket, look at the expression on his face. It's like a pain.
Yeah, I saw that. It was like anguish. That's why I said, "Go ahead, just take care of Shampoo. You can deal with me later." But then later never came.
Miss Jones want to do the show today. Today? I didn't know y'all was going. I ain't get my nails and shit done. See? But listen, I'll be here. But let's start next week. Let's start next week.
All right, next Thursday is fine.
Okay. But what time? Now I want to get this set today. What time should I be at the house? You should be at my house for 6 o'clock.
No, we're starting filming at 6 o'clock.
Yeah, so I'll be there at 5:30.
With all your notes in hand and ready to go.
Hey, yo, here's the thing. I do want to talk to y'all this week about, like, because I do want to go on a 6 to 8 show run. So I want to just discuss, like, preliminaries, what's needed for me with y'all. I want to try to talk y'all down on prices, and talk y'all up on prices.
He's honest.
Why you say it in that order? Hey, let me ask you something. So you want to get a set 8 once a week shows? Yeah. Yep. Like lock down. Everything. Yeah. I just want us to lock it down, like where it's like that'd be 2 months worth of filming, just so we can see how it goes and stuff like that. People asking for it. It's a lot of people requesting it. Okay. I want to do that. I want to sit down and talk to you both. You know, since we're doing it next week, I have time to talk to you both this weekend. So, you know, if next week Thursday, I think that we can iron everything out. Nobody trying to kill nobody. Well, no. Well, y'all are, because you went from having me pay you once a month to I had to pay you each time that you came to my house, and I don't. No, once a month is good. If that's easier, we do that. Do it that way. Yeah, but I want to sit down and talk to you. I got to talk to Miss Jones. From Miss Jones, I got some money from Miss Jones. And but she always take care of me, so that's different. But I want the dedication because if I can count on that.
Oh, you got the dedication from me. Me and you was talking about. We got the dedication from her.
Oh, now my dedication is questioned. You showed up 3 hours late, and you lost your phone.
No, me and Flip was talking on the phone, and Flip kind of brought it up.
About her yesterday. Not on the phone. It was.
I don't know if she's dedicated. I said, well, I don't know either. So we got to.
I said, Ms. Jones. I did say that yesterday. You were always.
We wasn't kicking your back in, but did it hurt while we was talking? God damn, my back is fucking.
I started getting pangs yesterday. Now I know why.
You know what, Miss Jones is Miss Jones. I'm a fan of Miss Jones. She's a legend.
Me too.
That shit she came with last week, that drunk shit, nah, man. Come on.
Listen.
Well, come on, man. Miss Jones was always quick. Like that.
Yeah, she was. And she bodied it, but it was just a headache. I'm looking at her like.
You didn't even. He ain't even know till the end of the show. He ain't even notice I was drunk to the end of the show.
Well, here's the thing, Miss Jones and Shampoo. I want to ask y'all a question. Like, if there's some time, right, on a Thursday where I have to travel to do content, are you guys still able to come in and film? If we have a substitute, like you guys.
Oh yeah, man, we could make that happen.
Or y'all always just want to film with us because I really want to do an 8-run show. The people want consistency. They even asked me yesterday when I went to go film at the podcast. They thought it was hilarious and great. I didn't know.
If you travel, I'll sit in your chair.
Yeah.
The people in the chat right now are saying, we need y'all back together. We would love consistency with this concept. That's what they're saying.
Yeah. All right, so I want to let y'all people know, the lady that y'all watching right now, she's a nigger lover. Now, let me tell you what I mean. She loves nigger shit. And she did bullshit last week. The first time she came, it was great, Miss Jones. And then last week she came, she was on cup water. Now, y'all didn't tell me she was drinking cup water all day. I went back and watched it. This lady is down in cup water in the morning.
At 8 o'clock in the morning.
My mother said, yo, what's that cup? My mother asked me, she said, what the hell is cup water?
That's what I said.
Yeah.
That shit make me feel like that. I give me Cuban candy, that shit.
You want Jesse to kill me, Sammy? No. But cup water, Miss Jones coming on cup water, she don't give a fuck. She's walking in, sitting down.
I'm leaving. Where you going?
Yeah, I'm leaving.
No.
She's leaving mid-conversation.
Because we spent a whole 20 minutes talking about something, and then you said, what's the question?
Be stuck.
I said, I gotta go. I really gotta go.
Bro. I do want to do 8 episodes, 2 months. The people been asking. They brought it up yesterday. That's crazy that Miss Jones called, but I want to let you guys, the people, know that you guys got to tell her because Miss Jones do love the people. My mom told me how classic yesterday's show was or the day before. When I went to see my mom, she said Miss Jones went crazy in the morning. And I texted Miss Jones, I sent her a voice note, and apparently it's the cup water again.
Well, I think that you can help me leverage and get a check from Cutwater because why not?
I can soak the Cutwater, but Cutwater's strong, Miss Jones. How many are you drinking?
Well, I only have one left. So like
you drinking cold or room temperature?
Cold. Matter of fact, I think I have some cold because it probably wouldn't matter. It probably wouldn't even matter.
I know damn well.
Sammy, you know she had a young nigga there. You know he'll be cutting up.
Shut up! Ain't nobody cutting up shit. I need to
be hitting walls. He be hitting walls.
Here we go. It always goes to the gutter.
Sammy, it's tight, right?
Old football dick.
What?
That shit is wide in the middle and then at the 2 edges. Damn, nigga.
No. Stop.
What you holding in your pants? A beanbag?
Sherry.
They said they cannot handle Shampoo and Jonesy flying solo. She might kill shampoo. She might. If you give her enough cut water.
I found somebody. So I'm gonna let the people know what I'm going to do. What I am working on, though, y'all, is having somebody come to my house earlier to have everything prepped while I'm working. So either a guy named Harry, either a guy named Sally. I'm just inviting somebody here, a producer, just to have the show put together. So when everybody come in, even when I come downstairs, I can just get to work. I don't know.
Who would be you talking about when you're doing, if you're not there, who would be the third person? Or do you?
Well, we'll discuss that. I'll discuss that with y'all on who.
It could be one of them clowns you know and shit. You know what I'm saying?
What are one of the niggas?
Yeah, one of them clown ass niggas. You know what I'm saying? They cool. Nah, they cool though. But you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, they clown. You know?
Stop.
At the end of the day, they clown. And so you know how niggas do with all due respect. Niggas, with all due respect.
Right. And then they disrespect the shit out of you. But let's not move so fast. We might need to put the third party through an interview process.
Okay, you do that.
And I'd like that to be filmed.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Whatever.
I like that. I like that.
Ms. Jones, so are you sure you fine with cut water? Because you know that makes you a little loose in the goose.
And we like that, don't we, Flip?
No.
Okay, damn, in your own house.
This is stupid.
Stop.
I'm not doing cut water no more. I'm not doing cut water no more. I'm doing holy water.
Please do it.
Holy water.
Sherry, Ms. Jones gonna say, I tried to leave.
You coming in with holy water, I'ma slip some cut in there.
Sherry, stop.
Stop threatening me. Stop promising me or threatening me with a good old tickle.
Oh shit. Tickles. You're gonna be like, oh my God, what the hell? You 60? What the fuck?
A tickle. Like a little tic tac.
Hey, yo, I'm reading the comments. Ms. Jones, yeah, shout out to Ms. Jones live. I love you guys. Yes, I do want to be consistent. They brought it up to me yesterday, so I am gonna go call somebody to have them produce the show. They'll be off camera, but somebody just to come to my house early, just have everything set up. So when everybody come home there, everything. All niggas gotta do is just sit down and
you really wouldn't have even known that I was drunk if I not asked you if it was fentanyl and cut water.
Yeah, you mastered your eye. No, but you was kind of loopy. You was kind of loopy.
No, Sammy, I did a show with Miss Jones before, the same show that you crack jokes on. You got that? Mm-hmm. I got that, Sammy?
Yeah.
Miss Jones,
I had my. Yep, he tried to come for my Gucci. Talking about, I never saw that in the store.
Oh. No, I ain't shit. The Gucci police.
Yo, Sherry, I gotta confess to you, Sherry. Ms. Jones been plotting against you. Let me just get it all out since we go. Ms. Jones.
No, I don't believe that.
Listen, Ms. Jones know a lot of shit you said about her. She getting her notes and she wants to approach you on the show one day about it.
And you'll never know when it's coming. You'll never know when it's coming.
You're gonna make me blush and be feeling like I did a bad thing. Come on, I got too much respect for you, Ms. Jones. Please don't make that dumb shit up.
So why did you do it?
When I lost weight, I gained class. Isn't that nice?
Shout out to Big Phil. How is Big Phil doing?
Big Phil, shit. Big Phil. No, shit. Yo, do you feel sorry for anybody that Flip knows? But not necessarily him, but his organs, you know?
I'm not doing this with you.
Yo, when he goes to the doctor, the doctor ain't trying to lose weight because he just don't want to wait.
How about when I leave for one day, I can ask Big Phil to come in for one of the episodes?
I don't know with the dynamic. We got to think about it. He might be another person. Somebody else got to be kind of informed.
Got it. Okay, Chef.
But he had like it was somebody else he could come in. You know, he could wobble in there. But other than that, we need somebody, well informed.
Miss Jones,
Yes.
this is a man that wrote me about
like Milfy or somebody like that.
Milfy. Okay, I got
Milfy.
A man wrote you about what?
He wants to date you and shit. Like, Miss Jones, I'm looking at you. Miss Jones, you was drinking cup water this morning?
No,
Look at you.
not today.
Miss Jones.
Today I was on my red, black, and green shit. I needed to be focused.
What's up with the war? Now that's a good thing. Now people gonna say, "Oh, it's good." I can't stand black people. A couple of them is waking up though.
But here's the thing. Like I said in the podcast, I feel so helpless. Like this is the first time that I've ever felt helpless. Like there's nothing that we can do. Whatever this president is doing, he's doing what he wants.
No, we ain't helpless.
What can we do? What can we do?
The goddamn I'm not protest, but you can protest at the voting booth.
No, they're changing, but they already doing that bullshit. They already turned away the kids from North Carolina AT&T yesterday, and they had to walk 30 minutes to a voting poll.
Yeah, I saw it. And you know what I'm really I'm happy that she didn't take it there. But I thought Jasmine Crockett was gonna make a big stink about her losing because of that fact. Like they was messing around. She said something, then she left it alone, which was smart. She gonna let Tarico or whatever his name is, let him have his moment, and they all could get behind him. Because we got a bigger mission in hand than fighting over two people fighting.
Well, I'm tired of it does make sense. It does make sense. I'm tired of fighting the bigger. We always fighting from behind. We always voting for the lesser of two evils. And how is that working out?
It don't matter because we always got to compromise. No, listen, it's good we got what we got. Man, shut the fuck up.
So what I'm saying is that you guys are both saying, or Sample, you said that we gotta be able to protest at the booth. So until we get to the booth, there's nothing that we can do. So you both
do. Because the Congress gave up everything for him. Like they don't have no checks and balances on him.
That's right.
Like,
and everybody is afraid.
Can y'all break it down to me?
Congress is supposed to approve whether or not we go to war. That nigga didn't even go to Congress. All right, so they didn't go.
Wouldn't you be insulted at that alone?
I mean,
like I would be insulted.
But the point, the fact,
you didn't even come to me,
and it's still going on. They didn't shut it down. That's because they're all in the Epstein files. See, this is all about personal, selfish self-preservation. If I upset that nigga, he's got the power to expose me because I was in those files too, or maybe I was in some other files. That's all this is. They're all running scared because they were all at the party with Diddy and the baby oil. That's a joke, but you know what I'm saying. You get the gist.
Yes, I know what you're saying. And let's get more specific. Donald Trump was accused by a lady that when she was 13, he raped her.
I got that. I got that video.
He bit her. He bit her. She allegedly bit his penis, and he pushed her head away. That's in the files, and it was missing. Now the FBI interviewed her twice, so that was about to come out, and that's when the war started.
That amongst a whole bunch of other. I got video right now.
You got Bibi Netanyahu.
But in the process, I saw 3 little black boys be killed. The first day of the war, 3 young black kids that were 19 young boys that could have been our boys.
I didn't see them on TV.
No, I saw it online. They showed their pictures, and it wasn't on TV because they still focusing on that Guthrie missing bitch. They know that Andy did it. He's been promising to kidnap grandma since he was 5, and he finally made good on the promise. That's all I see on the news is her still missing.
Yeah, but they showed 4 white soldiers. I'm not making it right.
No, I saw that. They showed 4 white soldiers. One was a woman.
They showed the black one?
And they died first. They died on the first day, and they were killed.
Wait. I'm sorry, Ms. Jones. Finish what you're saying, Ms. Jones. I definitely want to ask.
They were the black boys that got killed the first day. They were killed by U.S. fire. It was a mistake. We fired on them. We fired on our own soldiers. That's why you're not seeing them on the TV, because then the questions will come. But it don't seem to matter. The question's been questioning, and nobody makes a fucking change or stands up because everyone's getting money from fucking APAC.
So what is this thing that you're saying when it comes to I just stated that hold on.
They said this is the show right here.
The grandmother that got so you feel like the grandmother that's kidnapped, you feel like they know where she is? Because they said that they ruled him out, the whoever he is. He got ruled out. What do you think it is, Ms. Jones? I
thought it was somebody in the family. Because first of all, if you really want mom back, you got to do better than $2,500. The optic on that alone is fucked up, and I'm an anchor on TV, and my mother's missing, and all I could come up with is $2,500. That says she'll be all right. Right? Hold her a little longer. That's what that says, $2,500. So I turned away.
But they came out a while ago and they ruled out by going. I didn't even know they had that method that they could take your DNA, and even if you're not on it, in some way they can go further. And see and miss you and get somebody else in the family. I've never heard anything like it.
But here's the point. It doesn't even matter, right? At this point, it doesn't matter because while nobody deserves to die or be kidnapped, life is lifing so fast that now we need to focus on the soldiers that are being killed that are kids, the soldiers that are being killed that are kids, the kids that are being molested and sexually assaulted and eaten by adults. We need to focus on that. Like, I don't have bandwidth for the Guthrie woman anymore because there's too much coming at me every day on the news in the world.
Well, she's going back to work, so that's gonna make it. It's gonna be a little.
I don't understand. So they don't. Okay, so they didn't. Okay, so the grandmother's still missing,
but they won't say she's dead.
Right? They won't call it because probably a ratings thing.
How she taking a shower and you know how they, you know what I'm saying? They don't report on. They don't say anything. Obviously, it's negative, but they don't say anything negative. Like yesterday, and I knew it was going to happen. I know it's going to sound crazy to some people, but Trump is going to start getting mad at the soldiers for getting killed.
Yeah, he's that simple. He's that basic and simple. Yeah.
You know, we got to get better fighters because, you know, the fighters that don't die. You know what I'm saying?
He'll do it.
He won't say it that harsh, but he'll say it.
And Hegspeth, the drunk that he put in charge of the war team, he just pulled back one of the grants from the kids that go to the Ivy Leagues and that are in ROTC and said he did that because he wants kids that are not biased. Basically, he don't want black kids. So now you can't even be a brilliant black kid and get into an Ivy League and want to serve your country because now they're removing the means by which you were compensated or your education was being paid for. They don't want us.
And will he do that? Will he do that on his own, or will he have Donald Trump's blessing to do that?
Oh, he's got the blessing because he already did it.
Of course he does.
That's why I told Che when he came out with that bozo shit yesterday, took him out. Would I let him go to a military school for college? We don't fight white people war. Let them fight their own fucking war.
Yeah. Oh, you told Che that?
Yeah, because he asked me that. He said, I feel in my heart that God wants me to serve.
What? Should make a sandwich and serve me.
I said, go get me some. I said, go get me some chicken. That's what I said. And set your ass down. Because what we not doing.
You think it's that white girl that he's dealing with?
No, she don't want him to go to the service. He's just so into his spirituality needs to be honed. We have to hone it in.
I'm saying that, and it's true. You feel a little more like it's like a relief that he's with a white woman. Like it's like he don't got to go through all of that drama and all that shit.
She don't feel she don't want him with the white woman. What are you talking about?
Oh, she don't? Oh, I'm sorry.
No.
And she's a lovely girl. Like, I love that he has somebody that appreciates him and treats him nice. And I feel like this is a project that God is putting on my heart to make me have to see people beyond their skin color, right?
Yeah.
Because
she's gonna win you over by the way she treats her son. You gonna see.
But why you don't want him with a white girl?
Because it's too many smart, kind Black women out here that actually come from where he comes from, bleeds how he bleeds, that deserve a boy that I raised.
I agree with that. But he got to go through fishing. He got to fish through a lot of dead trout to get to that. What? He got to fish through all that neck moving and all that shit. Shit, Word,
at least the neck is moving on beat.
That's good word. That's a good one, Ms. Jones. But I never understood that though, Ms. Jones. Like, so you stand for like FBA, federal black, like FBA? Is it federal?
What is that called? FBA? What is that?
Foundational. Yeah. Sorry. ADOS, American Descendants of Slaves, or like, are you align with them when you feel like
I'm not really. I have Girls with Gats. That's my gun club, and I'm encouraging Black women to learn how to shoot properly one time.
Okay.
By joining my gun club.
Okay. I don't know if that's
I actually think that's a good. I never thought you would say that, the guns, but we need to be more familiar with guns legally.
Yeah.
We need to more Black people, especially us.
And when shit get thick, even if it got to be illegally, as long as you know how to shoot that bitch.
Yeah, but we gotta stop with this illegal shit. Right? We gotta do things.
What if Che get pregnant, yo?
You're gonna have a pretty baby. You're gonna have a pretty baby.
Why? How is that pretty? And the baby ain't even gonna be able to be out in the sun without a whole bunch of white shit lathered on his skin because it's gonna melt and burn.
Wait. But is your son dark skin? Because she can hopefully.
It don't matter. It's let me do the insult. Like, none of this is real because ain't nobody getting pregnant because that's not happening.
Crazy, nigga. The way my boy no, but hold on, wait, let me say this.
Change the subject or I'm leaving and I'm not doing the show.
Wait, hold on. Let me change the subject because last time I cracked a joke about Che, she tried to crack a joke about Princess, and I didn't like it. I didn't like it. But Jones played dirty like that.
How was that dirty? Eye for eye. It got real though. It got real.
It's my daughter. You can't talk about my daughter while I'm talking about your son having sex.
Well, Princess in that waistline. Princess got that cute little waistline.
My daughter's a virgin, so when she ends up moving her boyfriend, like if I go downstairs, I listen to you if I hear yelling and shit. So like,
Shampoo, are you crazy?
What is wrong with you? Why are you listening to your daughter having sex?
No, I see you went somewhere. I said noise. Like I'm yelling. Yeah.
You told hold on. Me and Shampoo went to a meeting yesterday. He said, we went to a meeting yesterday, a meeting at a label, and I don't want to get too many details, but he told my daughter, she's pure, she's a virgin, she's 19, she just bathed.
Big breasts. Don't forget the big breasts.
That's all right, Trump. See, you don't be talking about your daughter's body parts. I don't like that.
No, I was making it. Then they said, "Yo, let us just see the IG picture." My brother was like,
"God damn." No, I'm not laughing. That's not funny. Kids are being.
We kids.
Well, she's not a kid. She's 12.
That's.
I said we kids. She's 20.
They said they want to know why is it a pretty baby? Because it's white or light?
No, because it's half.
You part of the
pretty part is going to be the black part.
You part of that. He needs to get more prettiness and get with a black girl. So it's pretty. Oh, so pretty.
Listen. Everything happens for a reason.
I'm gonna get you when I say you. I'm gonna get your ass.
Somebody said that you need a shot collar.
Yup. Every time you say some shit, that shit shock the shit out your ass.
Man, I be shocking all fucking days.
You be Shaka Khan? Shaka Khan?
When the summer comes and the sun dresses come out, I be shocked a lot.
Do you guys? I don't know. You guys are old.
Oh, they want to give me information on ADOS, what you was talking about, advocating for reparations and a transformative Black agenda. Yup, I do want that info. Please email it to me, Ed.
Yeah, ADOS. Shout out to ADOS. I mean,
I'm gonna tell your audience to go watch a show on YouTube. A video on YouTube of it's a guy. I can't think his name. But if you Google it, he goes to this, and I'm not saying this as being racist or anything. I don't know why I gotta say this, but I remember because I used to live up there. Muncie, New York, and those towns up there, they were talking about this white guy was doing an interview on that community, the Jewish community up there, on how they get welfare.
Yeah, Tyler Oliveira. Yep, Tyler Oliveira.
That's him.
Yeah.
It's one of the most, I saw it before, but I never thought that somebody would make a video of it. And they're getting paid more in welfare and benefits the more kids they have, because they're saying that it's their religion that they have to have a lot of kids. So when they talk to us as blacks about welfare, we get less money the more kids that we put on welfare. They get paid more. It's a video.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
They said Spring Valley, New York.
Yeah, I lived up there.
Spring Valley, and also they just did the shit in Jersey. Well, they deleted. I was gonna go up there. I was gonna do my own investigative work, but then they deleted Tyler Oliveira's Patreon.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yo, he was talking to a Jewish man in his car. He said, "What do y'all do for a living? It's 9 o'clock in the morning. How are y'all all in this building? And who works?" And he said, "Your wife works?" Yeah, my wife works. And they go, "Well, what does she do?" "She teaches." "Then what do you do all day?" "We study." "And do you get a check from the government for housing?" Yes. Every question was yes. I'm not saying that they shouldn't. I'm saying that it's.
Do you think it's unfair? You think it's? I mean, of course it's unfair. I mean, the government works like that, but to see a white, like, I don't know, man, Tyler. I don't know. It's
Shampoo. They said.
Are the right?
Shampoo.
Are the Republicans against the Jews? The Jewish people?
Who?
Republicans, because they said that Tyler Oliveira might be right-wing, right? So
he's not. He seems to be right-wing, but he doesn't present it on that show. He presents how unfair. He's showing you the unfair.
But that's not. Hold on, listen. That's why I asked: Are Republicans against Jewish people?
No.
Okay.
I don't think Democrats or Republicans are against Jewish people. I know Donald Trump ain't. I know Donald Trump ain't. If you're a president of the United States, you see what happened was that for many years and many presidents, Republican or Democrat, Bibi Netanyahu has been itching to go to war with Iran. They get along with Saudi Arabia, and this Iran is that one that he wanted. Now, all presidents resisted that. They try to find other ways to settle Iran down and yada, yada, yada. But when Trump came along, he found somebody that will do that. And that's what's happening right now. He even said it. he slipped up, or what's the Secretary of State, Rubio. Marco Rubio slipped up and said we knew if they were going to hit.
That's a lie. That's a lie. The reason why we're at war, the reason why they moved like this is because Trump owes Netanyahu, you know, the war criminal. He owes him because he gave him hundreds of millions and billions of dollars. And the reason why he asked America to start the war because he could not himself. So that's what America did, like a best man hit. That's what we did. And now we're in some shit we didn't have no problem with Iraq or Iran, really. But we are. And now they tearing shit up. They done fucked up the Fairmont. The Fairmont, let me tell you, the Fairmont Suites Hotel. They bombed that shit. And that's in Dubai. So yesterday, my friend, my Jack and Jill sister has a friend that's over there. And she sent the video. And she's dancing. I said, why is she dancing? She said, because they finally got her a flight out. She's going to finally be able to come home because they bombed her hotel.
Well, I know she's happy. Them people over there in distress. They're over there in distress trying to get
people
home.
Like me and you. Like us. Like that we.
Saying, yo, get best the way you can. He said, yo, he's going to start saying that, why don't y'all stop whining? We you know, y'all, you gotta be a real American. You gotta suffer.
Nah.
Don't say that shit.
Nah.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
So they're bombing the Gulf because they can't really do anything with us.
They mad because they killed their leader. They mad. They tearing shit up because they killed their leader. Like a couple of weeks ago, the Mexicans was tearing shit up because they killed that cartel leader. It's the same. Yeah. So, and we don't have no business in it. Like, we ain't got no dog in that race.
And Donald Trump and his administration said, and the generals, the serious people in his administration, those generals, they said we never anticipated the missiles that they have had stored up for all of these years. Those ballistic missiles and them drones, they are doing damage. They doing damage.
Because I don't really. I've been away. So Iran is fighting back. I thought it was looking crazy for Iran.
No, it's not. It's looking. America is pounding, and Israel is pounding the hell out of them. But the more they pound them, the more these missiles are hitting Israel targets. They hit American embassies. In Dubai and Saudi Arabia and another place too, Qatar or somewhere. They hitting them. I never knew those places were so vulnerable like that. I never knew they were so vulnerable like that. People going to Dubai, they be bragging about going over there. I ain't know the missiles was aimed at them like that.
Yep, fucking them up.
Woo.
And next they're gonna have, the kids that are in the ROTC, heavy trying to get them involved in some shit that ain't benefiting us. You already went in Venezuela and got the oil.
Now they're gonna pay the Kurds to turn on. They have no strategy of what's going to happen. They should at least have evacuation notices for the Americans that's in those places.
That's what I know. That's what, because Hedgepeth is a drunk and Trump don't know the fuck what. He just jumping in and answering the people.
Like that, it blew up. Now we want. Like, you know, like forget what happened after that. We blew the hell out of them. You know, some of the people that was standing over there, their countries sent planes already. The Americans are mostly the only ones that stuck there. All the other people, yes, that's a fact. The other countries had airplanes take their people home.
That sounds crazy.
Yeah. And they're going to stop deporting. There's a rumor that they're going to stop deporting the young dead soldiers because it makes Trump look bad. They said that in the conference. They said, all you guys want to concentrate on is the deaths. There's a lot of progress being happening too. You got a lot of backlash for that. Whatever you mean.
So what do you? So we just gotta wait. We gotta wait this one out.
We gotta wait this one out. And he's going to be about, I think he's going to be up in that quagmire for about 7 years. And Obama, and he's going to say, if it wasn't for Obama, he wouldn't have to do this shit. Man, he don't give a fuck what he say. If it wasn't for Obama, I wouldn't have to do it.
They saying that Obama may run for a third term.
No, I don't think that. I don't think that. Gavin Newsom, what's that guy named, the bald-head man that used to be in the Army in the Senate? His wife got shot up, Guilford. You know what I'm talking about, Ms. Joe.
Yes. What about them?
He's running for president.
Listen, if Kamala don't win, I'm burning this bitch down.
She's running. Yep, she's running.
And she gonna win this time. Yep.
Yep.
She's running again?
Yep.
Not officially yet,
but her name is on that list. If we can just get the Latinos to stop eating lead chip paint.
You ain't gonna get them back by saying that.
I don't give a fuck. I'm done with them.
Miss Jones, why you said that?
Because they online clowning Jasmine Crockett because they're so stupid. They don't understand that when she made the reference to picking cotton, she wasn't insulting Spanish people. She was talking about black people. So for that, they withheld their vote. They withheld their vote from her this week.
Yeah, they did.
Wait, Sammy, hold on, Sammy. I need to hear it. I don't know what's going on. You gotta explain that to me. What?
She was running.
What's going on?
She was running against another Democratic member for, I think it was Senate. In the primaries. Yeah. And it was very close. So they fucked with the polling places. That was already, they had people crying on the news, black people crying because they did that whole fucking with the polling places. But then because Jasmine Crockett had made some comments about we're not going back to picking cotton, the Latinos conveniently want to make it be about them. So they could use that as the excuse to not vote for her. So keep voting for the white man that's snatching y'all out your cars. You will continue to sell slices of mango on the West Side Highway. I don't give a fuck.
Yo, Miss Jones.
And if you and your 5 kids don't move away from my car real fast, it could be you next.
Miss Jones, why are you saying that, Jones?
Because I'm tired. I'm tired of waiting for people to fucking get it. Like, we don't got the luxury of waiting for them to wake up and go, oh, she is the right choice. We don't got that type of time.
She's the right choice, Jones. Because she's black?
No, because she called everything in the order in which it's been happening that it was going to fucking happen.
Okay.
That's why. Because she got her shit together.
Got it. Wow.
Who got her shit? Well, and you know, the biggest blow for Jasmine Crockett was that she was leading him with double digits. And then that debacle with Steve Colbert happened.
Oh, yeah.
And gave him more recognition.
Yep, because no one even knew who the fuck he was. So he went on Stephen Colbert, and Stephen Colbert said, oh, they told me I can't have you, so I'm talking about it more. I'm just so sick of them. I'm so sick of all things.
And she caught that too. She said, "Shit, you don't think I saw that play?" But like you said, Flippy, there's nothing you can do. You're helpless. She's a brilliant lawyer, but now she lost her seat. She can't come back, right? She lost her seat, didn't she?
Who?
Jasmine Crockett.
No, she still got her seat.
Oh, that's good. I thought that my wife was like, oh, she got to go. She lost everything.
No.
So she lost.
It was advancing. She was advancing. She wasn't losing that. Yeah. From what I understand, shit, you know, I don't be knowing.
I be knowing a little something.
And I know a little too. So we put yours together with mine, spit and chewing gum, and we good.
We'll know something.
We got us a show.
We'll find a spot that somebody don't.
Right. Right. We'll get you a little further in your journey, and then we got us a show.
I gotta head on to the dentist.
When today?
Yeah. I gotta go, you know what I'm saying? I ain't even getting this, well, I ain't gonna tell y'all I ain't getting this shower. He like, damn, you was marinating all that time?
I mean.
Yeah, listen, y'all. I appreciate you both. I'll see y'all next weekend. Next week. I'll talk
what
to
time? I know the time, but I want to make sure. Say it again.
We're gonna start at 6.
So I'll be there 5:30.
Yeah, but I'm gonna talk to y'all this weekend so we can lock everything in. Get this thing. I do want to do 8 shows, so that's my goal. Consistent shows. Gotcha. I do want to talk about if I'm not there because I do have to travel. I still want it to be done. I'm trying to find somebody to come in and do what they gotta do. Okay.
All right. Well, I'm gonna send you. Bye, Shampoo. I love you back. And Flip, I'm gonna send you my agent's number so y'all can work out my numbers.
I'm not just. That's why you got no.
See.
All right. Good shot.
Listen, Miss Jones, people love you, Miss Jones. We know how tight it is.
What? Wait.
No, not like. Okay. All right. Have a good day, y'all. All right.
Yeah. Okay. Bye.
Miss Jones.
I hate
Miss
you,
Jones.
Flip. What?
Me too. I hate him too. No, I can't say that. No, Miss Jones, you don't
Shampoo.
I wish I could. Sometimes, not lately.
Shampoo.
Stab him in his neck, nigga.
They said you put a ghetto dowry on your daughter.
A ghetto what?
Dowry.
What does that mean?
You know how back in the day when you got your daughter to get married, you had to pay you had to give up a dowry of money to the boy's family for them to take your daughter
Why
on.
would I have to do that?
No, they based on what you were saying.
Because she's a virgin? I don't know what that means. Oh, you saying she's more valuable as a virgin?
The way you were describing her seemed as if you were trying to put the dowry on her, letting people know this is pure.
No.
Yeah.
But we can all agree that a virgin is more valuable than some woman that had sex, right?
So raise the price on their dowry.
Sammy.
No.
It's not.
That's my final offer.
Bye, Shammy. Quit while you ahead.
All right.
Bye.
You remember Joe? Shampoo is type of nigga like if we still on the phone, he don't want to hang. He want to hit you.
I know, because I know y'all tell my age. I'm sorry, I hate y'all both. I love y'all.
Shammy, I'm on YouTube right now. You can watch me talk about you. You can hang up and watch me talk about you.
I gotta go, y'all.
All right, bye.
All right. I'll let your boy.
We done did the birthdays and all that shit. Everybody, right, Christina. Yep, wrap it up. She said, have a blessed day, everyone. Stay dry. Be safe. Thank you. Enjoy y'all weekends too.
I'm exhausted from that conversation.
That's why I always be trying to leave.
Oh my goodness, I'm exhausted.
I
feel like I need a nap now.
That's why I'm like this. Wore me out. But the ghetto dowry was hilarious.
No, he was giving politics from the trap house was funny to me.
That's why I put the disclaimer on my shit. It's gonna be a little bit of facts, very little bit of facts, a whole lot of animation, gonna make it sound right, but don't come to me for facts.
Well, everybody have a great weekend.
Wait, is this for us?
What? They need to.
I'm too old to go back to school for civics classes. I went to a music and art school. But you're right. They gerrymandered her seat though, so she'll lose it once the new map is in place. Oh my God. That's horrible. I don't like it. And we got to do something about it. Oh shit, what's this now? Latinos are a made-up group. They put those ethnicities together in reaction to the passage of civil rights legislation to compete for resources. I believe it, because Latinos is black. Yep. Clutch the pearls. Clutch El Perles. That's too much. Hi, Cat. I know it's time for me to say goodbye. You want attention. Hi, Kit Kat. Hi, sweet kitty kitty. Philly Chica. You don't know that. Oh, God. Oh, God. Girls with cats. That's what we are. Yeah, I'm tired. Ooh, Miss C. See? You welcome. That was 2 shows in 1. You see what I... Listen. If Flip puts somebody in his place, it has to be somebody that can direct, that can steer the show. Shea Bella. Bye, guys. This part. That part, Alain. Big Art Entertainment sent that Zal. Ha, sucker. I'm still not doing the show tomorrow. It's like, I'm kidding. Oh, thank you, YouTube. YouTube stole my original handle. I believe you, too. It's not above them. Love y'all. Thank y'all for coming. Enjoy the rest of y'all day. Stay dry and warm. Thank you to the moderators. I thought we were going to have a confrontation today with Vintage. So applaud me for standing on business and playing the trick. Yep. What's the email for show ideas? Booking Jonesy. Thank you, Georgiana, for the money. bookingjonesy@gmail.com. I think it went away. Shut up, Big R. I'll be here. Giddy, thank you for I don't even know if we got through all our stuff, but at this point, just save it for Friday. All right, guys, the end. It's exhausting. I should have just retreated. The ghetto dowry was gold. The gallery. Fuck them up Fridays. I'm getting ready to DoorDash some more Cutwaters. I'm fully dressed. I got camouflage from head to toe. I need to just go right down the block to ShopRite. I literally could walk there. Because the liquor store is right next door. Love y'all. Bye, birdies. See y'all tomorrow.
They're not making any noise. They're not trying to hear them all.
They get quiet when that was going on?
No, they were making some noise.
Oh.
But I think they were getting exhausted from shampoo too. Maybe he might have put them to sleep by now. I don't know.
I need a nap.
So do I, after all of that.
But that hip-hop at Life After last night, that hip-hop bingo, they got something good going on there.
Yeah, that sounds like very interesting.
Because it wasn't intense like B11. It was your songs, and then it takes you back to, oh, I remember, who's that? Who made that song? Oh, it was good.
But yeah, that's interesting though that they said the bingo card has the artist's face.
No, it just has their names.
Oh, their name? Okay.
And it's interesting because it'll have Jay-Z and then it'll have Rockefeller.
Oh.
Then it'll have, you know, Christopher Williams. Then it'll have or T-Boz, and then it'll have TLC. You know what I mean?
Right.
So if there was a song that TLC wasn't on, but T-Boz was on,
right.
That's how thought out it was. Look, Black people gonna fix. We are the ultimate. I end the show how I began the show. How I began the show. Please stop dumbing down your Black person greatness. That is naturally, when you're doing the right thing with it, naturally within you. Please stop letting people think that you got to fit in their circle or their fucking box, that you got to shrink in order to get their little promotion or their award. There's no truer words than Godfrey when he said, white people can't even fucking cook. We had to teach them how to season their food, and they want to give the Michelin star out. Like, we can go down a rabbit hole of those situations with white people trying to qualify us. Who are you to own the fucking NBA? You can't even jump. Who are y'all to be the football coaches? Y'all don't got no size, no speed, no, like what? That's why y'all all trying to quarterback. Like what? We'll be here for days. If we start running with that whole, yeah, why would a white person ask me if I'm, and they ain't shit. And still don't know how to motherfucking burn. Don't come here. This ain't the show for you. You get hurt real fast on this Jonesy show. And I don't even know how it turned into that, because I usually be trying to dance the line of, oh, white people are welcome. And nope, only my white friends that fuck with me. Because y'all know how your mans and them be oppressing thee. Tell me my skin color is wrong, but go tan. Yeah, and burn. When you make your hair like that, next thing you got Jamaicans braiding you at the tent on the beach for $90 a braid. It's that stupid shit, that shell on the end of it, dummy. There's a reason they want everything we got, including our sons. And I'm going to leave it right there. Bye, y'all. Love y'all. Love y'all. Love y'all.